Wake up, Lincoln.
Come on, it's 6 o'clock. Rise and shine, rise and shine.
It's time for Early Break. Brought to you by Sandhills Global. Live from Lincoln, America. Here's Jake Sorensen.
Did seem kind of meh.
Husker Online, Steve Sipple.
Surprisingly good.
And longtime college football assistant coach, Bill Busch.
I want to buy a couple ducks. I'm bringing 2 ducks to the office.
This is Early Break.
Good morning. Happy Tuesday to you, Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, Bill Busch on Early Break. Hope you had a great Monday. It appears right now off the show that the text line is working already. People are texting in.
Bill's doing his Bill's thrills.
The hour and a half.
What are they saying, Jake?
They're saying good morning. I got a text from Dave and Fulton saying testing 1, 2, 3 testing. I see that, Dave. So thank you. Fullerton.
Bill, that's Bill's area.
It's my area. It'd be just west of Genoa. It's a little bit south of Albion and north of David City.
You grew up there for a period?
A period of time I was there.
How long?
Incredible time. It's because it's a town between 2 rivers.
I like this.
The
Bill
Loop and
without
the
a-
Cedar.
He's going without.
The Loop and the Cedar. Yeah,
Wait a second. I'm
Do
sorry.
we need headsets?
Yes, we do. I'm butted in there. I'm sorry. It's a town between the Cedar and Loop.
Loop, yes. The
Mhm.
Cedar and the Loops on both sides. And there was,
Really?
And the Cedar, yeah, we went to both like that. The Loop was a little further on the edge of town. Cedar was right there on the edge of town. And then there was a dam, an old dam that was on the Cedar River, which was right there and that's where you went. And that was shut down by the time I moved there.
What time? What years?
That had been in the 70s.
In the 7 better times.
And that's where you went. And that's where you went to go fishing/swimming. You went to the dam a lot because there's a deep area there.
Did you spend any time on the Loop?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, parallel
Under the-
lives is almost bizarre.
Right? A lot of time. Right at the bridge.
We were at Wishbone simultaneously and didn't know it, probably a lot, and on the Loop simultaneously.
There was days where I would be in the Loop River, and so were you.
100%.
100%.
I was more on a sandbar a lot of the time, but
In the summer, like I said, there would be certain holes you could find, but in general, you could just walk across it. There's water.
Oh, yeah.
You're on a sandbar.
the Loop,
I would say this also.
the Loop River, Jake.
It's more festive at Columbus. If you starting right now, basically, when you drive by the Loop River, right there, just close to the swimming pool area, right there. When you drive by that, there will be a group of people.
Yep.
On the side. There could be you might see hundreds.
I've never seen 100, but
yes, there's 100.
But you'll definitely see people.
Yes, I go to Columbus about 100 times more a year than you do.
More than I do.
Yes,
Sip doesn't never
I was through it. I was through it twice in the last 48 hours. So
yeah, no, but that's amazing. The parallel live thing is weird almost. I know it's almost disturbing at times.
God, I'd love to have seen you at Wishbone.
You should make a return trip to Columbus sometime soon. Go see your people.
We were at Wishbones at the same time. We had to be Thursday nights in the early 80s. I mean,
yeah. Duke would have been there also. Duke would have been there. Imagine that.
Any chance you fought for the same gal ever at all on the floor?
Same gal.
I doubt. I don't know. It's pretty possible.
It's possible. I don't know.
Anybody from David City that never sparked into your life?
Might have been.
Yeah, Humphrey. How about Humphrey? Can you get a Humphrey? Yeah, I'm not gonna name all that, but that
wouldn't name names. Name all the towns around.
It was fun.
Yeah.
We had fun. It was
better times.
And now it's just nothing there, right?
Well, I wouldn't say that.
Is there a building still?
No, Wishbones is gone.
Oh, Wishbone's
the
gone.
whole building
Yeah,
is gone. That's what really hurts is that it hung in there, and like someone used this for at least the building was still there. I'd drive by it and I could see it, and I'd be happy. It was just gone like a year ago, Jake.
Oh.
It's just happened.
I just think it turned into like a storage
It
unit.
did. It was a storage unit. I think it was. Yeah.
Something like that.
It was a storage unit.
I wouldn't have walked in there. But anyway, yeah. No, nothing particularly interesting yesterday for me. Just,
Nothing at all? Boring Monday for you?
PF,
No.
Planet Fitness, that sort of thing. Work.
No interesting stories at the gym at all? Usually you have some weird encounters there when you're at Planet Fitness. Or things that you see you bring up on the airwaves, odd things.
I don't like
Anybody in jeans working out yesterday or not?
That's not weird.
That's not weird. No, I see that daily. That's
Who would do that?
Yeah.
sometimes guys slip in there for a quick workout on their jeans.
I find it weird if you're doing a hard workout in jeans, though. If somebody's
I've seen guys-
sprinting on the treadmill in jeans, that's odd.
I've seen cardio in denim. I've seen it.
Like if you're doing some dumbbells, all right, I get that. I'm like no hate, but if you're sprinting or running a mile or two in jeans, then I'm going to look at you weird.
Yeah. No. I didn't see anything like
that's
that.
good.
There's breakers in there, and they're pretty respectful. The Atkinson boys are there, which I like because they're from Waverly, but they had family in Columbus, and so it brings back a lot of good memories. Because the Atkinsons were great wrestlers in Columbus. The wrestling team, Bill, they used to wear robes.
Yes.
Columbus's wrestling, it was sweet.
Duke wore a robe. It was a red and white robe.
Does he have it still?
He had the robe.
Should see if he
Wait a
has
second.
it.
The Pender wrestling team wore robes?
With their weight on it.
Yep.
Yeah, their weight on it. Yeah, it wasn't. Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was
You
a
should see if he
Columbus.
still has that pill.
That was all over.
That was all over the place. Yeah.
Not all over.
No, not all over, but it was there. But that was a big deal to have that robe.
Did Pender have good wrestlers?
Yeah, very well.
Good wrestling team.
Dude. State qualifier.
Title town. Come
Dude,
on, man.
Duke's listening to the show right now.
Yes.
Oh, he is.
Don't
Yes.
shower him with too much praise.
Yeah, he was the best wrestler I've
Was
ever
he? What was he? Was he 185?
What's that? No, he was less than that. He wouldn't.
Would you say less?
Yeah.
He was 185.
Duke was about I think he's in the 130.
Oh, he's a little.
Yeah, he wasn't
38
that
or
big.
145s or something in that
Little
area.
fellow.
Yes.
He was a little fellow.
Duke,
Duke.
please text in.
Duke, what weight did you
I thought
wrestle?
you were 185 in high school, dude.
I thought you were
Duke was a
185.
bigger dude than that.
No, he
Well,
wasn't.
I had something happen that was
Please.
bizarre.
Please.
Had a great friend was back in town from California, so we met him and his family, some of his family members at Tipsy Tina's last night.
Interesting.
Which I told my wife, I said, I don't think I've been out on a Monday night for 40 years, to my knowledge. Of any
40.
Yeah, that's the last thing I want to do is leave the house. There's not one thing.
40 years?
Probably there's no.
I mean, a lot of years.
Yeah, a
He was
lot.
back in high school for this
A lot,
Monday
yeah.
night thing.
It was a lot, but we met down at Tipsy Tina's.
Yeah.
And we decided to meet there because we'd never been there. So
Good
let's
place.
meet down there.
It's good.
And that's where I sent you the picture. I'm walking.
Yeah.
I walked over and I go, hey,
That's right.
hey, what's going on? Are you changing a starter? He goes, down alternator. And the dude was out there
I
helping
looked
this
at the
girl.
photo.
They're in probably their 20s, early 20s. And there's this guy and his buddy, and they've got a bunch of like sockets set and different stuff. And he already had the old alternator out and was putting the new one in
On the street.
I stopped
Looking at
on
it
the
right there.
street and I stopped and talked to him. And my wife's like, "What are you doing?" I said, "This is incredible.
I have to watch.
I have to watch." So I watched for a while. Then I go, "Do you mind if I get a picture of this?" They're like, "No, go ahead." So I took a picture of him.
Well, they don't care anymore.
Yeah, they don't care.
Take
But
a
just
picture anymore.
could you imagine? And the car was, an older car, but I just couldn't imagine myself being like, "Bill, can you whip down here and can you change this alternator out?"
I just say no.
no, I can't.
Sorry.
No,
I wouldn't even think about even. And they thought nothing of it.
I know.
The guy doing it was. I'm like. And I told him, I said, "You're a dude."
Yep.
I said, "That's incredible."
The stool. What about the stool? Did we do it?
What's that? All three of us together?
Well,
If
we want
one
to
of
build
us
the
on no.
We want to build a deck.
We
We
wanna
want
build
to change an alternator.
We'd have to have someone on YouTube. Obviously, we'd have to have someone on the YouTube.
Even then,
video.
we don't have the tools.
No, we wouldn't have. No, imagine just trying to show up. What do you need? Oh, I need a.
Yeah, I mean, go to auto. What you have to go to like O'Reilly's or something.
Ton, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Did
O'Reilly.
Did they get it done?
Auto parts.
Did they get it done?
I'm assuming so. When we left there, the vehicle was gone. And they did not look as if they were kind of like, "Yeah, we're changing alternator. It'll be fine. We'll be out of here in 10 minutes." I was like, "Wow."
But that guy couldn't coach a defense like you. So
I bet he probably could. But the guy can do an alternate could do that too. 'Cause I can't go the other.
couldn't scheme up Oklahoma and scheme up Indiana. Right?
I wonder what your first step is. If you have no idea what you're doing,
Oh,
where do you
God.
even start with that?
You
I mean,
got to
obviously, if
you got to know what an alternator is.
Look,
Right.
First
All
of all,
right.
know what it is.
What am I looking for?
And know what it looks like. Because right away, because what I say to him, "Hey, changing out a starter." He's like, the guy's like, "No,
no.
alternator."
No, shut the hell up.
Yeah,
Go away. Move on.
yeah.
Walk away.
There's guys are inclined. My old boss Danny Coughlin
Yeah.
Senior. We once put in a starter in his old Buick.
Yeah.
And he did it himself out at the barns at State Fair Park. I was
Yeah.
mesmerized by it because you just don't. Jake, the thing is, sometimes the starter's not easily gettable.
Yeah.
You gotta dismantle some things to get to it. That's probably what
That's-
they had to do.
Yeah, that's the whole that's probably the biggest crux of the whole thing is like okay, we could probably change this.
Yeah.
We got to take off 8 things to
Gotta
get to it,
yeah.
and then trying to put it all back together
Yeah.
again. Imagine that
No.
that thing. No.
No, we couldn't. We wouldn't have a prayer if they said you have to do this alternator. Today's Tuesday. It would be have to give us a week.
Give us a week. We need a week. We would need a week. Yes.
Yeah.
Idle chit chat. 5:41 a.m. I was greeted with a symphony of horns this morning. Symphony of horns. Crossing the street here at 11th Street, and Bill is waiting in this pickup, and I got the horns. I said, "Raise the roof, let's go." You know,
Yeah,
I said, but then it wasn't over yet because it wasn't just Bill. I crossed the next street here. I crossed whatever street that is, P Street.
Yeah.
P
Street. P Street.
Yeah.
Yes. Anyways, across P Street, and I get more horns. And look, it's Farley. So I got horns from Bill. I got horns from Farley. It is just a symphony of horns.
I
for the
laid
whole
on
block.
I laid on the horn all the way till I parked.
He did.
I went, so the horn was on for a block and a half. Just and went long. And as I'm parking and I'm quitting to honk,
There's
I
more
hear
honk.
somebody else honking. And I'm like, what have I caused
Did
here?
Farley hear
Who's
you?
pissed
Yeah,
at me?
I don't know if Farley could hear me. But
Oh, he
all of a
heard
sudden-
you all right.
Yeah, Farley
he
must
heard you.
Farley heard me honking and then saw it was Jake and laid into the horn. So as I pull up, I get horns right behind me.
Yes.
It's Farley.
Where is Farley? Is he here?
He was bringing a plunger to the bathroom apparently. Then he left.
He had something he had to get
Yeah,
done.
but it was a symphony of horns for an entire block because
Yes.
Bill went all the way here, and then and Farley held it even longer than Bill. So that was nice.
It was fun.
That was great.
Crazy. You guys are crazy.
That was early this morning.
One last thing for idle chit chat from me.
The chat.
Today is, of course, tax day across the country, across the world. Sipple, you will, of course, get an extension for the 50th
Is the
straight year.
extension been solidified?
No, it's all. I mean, it's just built in mine. It is. It's not even a big deal. He's like, "Oh yeah, you're extended."
Have you ever tried to do it before April the 15th at all, or
I
not?
did. I got audited when I was like 21. And it was bad. It was like
When you're 21.
yeah,
What'd you have at 21?
21. What
I
is
had to
that?
pay $1,500 to the IRS.
I can't imagine you had a bunch of write-offs.
Yeah, I did. I used to do a lot of freelance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I just, me well enough to know I didn't really handle that. But anyway, yeah, I got audited 100%. Anyway, go
Shout
ahead.
out to accountants who have fought through. This is a rough 3.5 month stretch from January 1st to April 15th. It's terrible. They wait.
Horrifying.
They work 17, 18-hour days, and then they do it all again 7 days a week. It's terrible. So
and cups of warm salt
dad's
water.
on his last day today of
Last day of
tax
salt water.
season.
Does this mean now they're like a couple months off?
No, he still works, just nowhere near the same amount of hours, nowhere near the same wake up time.
I wonder if he could take a couple months off.
He could probably take a few weeks off, but he does payroll though, so you can't. Payroll still keeps going.
Interesting. Yeah, that
Can't just go away.
No, I got it.
But it's a relieving day tomorrow.
Remember,
Today's
the deal was back in the day was that you had to get it like stamped, like it had to go through the post office with a stamp on it
100
of April 15th.
Right.
Otherwise, you were late.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you were late. Now you just do it online.
Right. Yes. If you want, you can. Yeah, Trix works for an accounting firm too. She's been incredibly busy.
Yes.
Same principle as your dad. Not
Today,
like that.
I mean, today is busy, but tomorrow you can breathe again and be a normal person. So look forward to that.
Look forward to your dad being normal again.
Yeah. Also, a lot of texts and tweets the last couple of days. I want to address something people are questioning about the Spotify problem. So our podcast.
Yes, this got into.
Early-
I got a bunch of texts yesterday about this.
I got like 17 tweets about it.
I got
We
a
have
lot.
texts.
People are coming after me.
The Spotify situation. Spotify is being difficult with our rejoins we play that are, I guess, copyright infringement music.
Elton
So-
John's lawyer's got to.
Not that, just our typical rejoins. So I will have to kind of readjust the sounds coming back from break to get back on Spotify because they've laid down the hammer on us in terms of.
Jeez, really on the rejoin?
Great time to play. I'm still standing.
That didn't count.
All of it.
I
All of
muted
it,
that.
yes.
No one that was not the problem. It's the other rejoins who play coming in from shows.
We've never been hit on that.
No,
have we?
they know that we have good downloads. They're trying to punish us for the.
So because of the
copyright
success of
infringement.
the stool,
right,
they've come after us.
our downloads are too strong that they say, all right, we're going to start.
Too many
coming
people
after you
listen to the
guys.
show, Steve.
What are they? What are the rejoins?
So we got Little Willie. We've got Learning
Yeah.
to Fly, Tom Petty. We've got a variety of other ones in there. Magic by the Cars. one of our
Well,
rejoins.
Spotify shut the show down. We continue on for 3 hours.
The show is continues. You can still watch this on YouTube. You can listen on the FM, the stream. We have other places you can podcast on Apple and other places, but Spotify for right now is being difficult. And we will appreciate Spotify again when we come back on Spotify. We will be better. But that is the situation for those who are curious about Spotify.
I'm curious about
sounds
our
like
rejoin.
We will
sounds
address
like
this.
there's some guy at Spotify who just has
Somebody's out for
an
us.
axe to grind.
Somebody's out for us.
Yeah.
You got it out for us here.
Yeah. Well, so what's I'll be.
We will be back on Spotify soon. We're off Spotify completely. We will be back up in short time. Not today probably, but in this week at some point I hope.
That's good because I got a lot of texts yesterday.
It was.
I didn't get any.
I have not had that many tweets about something in a long time.
It was very few about Twitch, a lot about Spotify. Twitch has been nothing.
Why don't I get these?
So wait, you got several on Twitter. I mean, if you look at X, you were tagged in some of these tweets.
Okay.
You were part of it.
And the texts were mostly from the text line or people on YouTube. So I didn't get like a lot of personal text. Maybe one personal text I had about it. So
that makes me feel better. Thank you.
Yes, you're good. Anything else?
I want to be part of the stool. I want to be part of the stool.
You are part of the stool. That is Idle Chit Chat, sponsored by our friends at Newton's Lawn Care. Please call or text Andrew at 402-440-6297. New customers get 20% off a 2025 fertilizer program. Just text the ticket to 402-440-6297. Get a free quote within 24 hours with Andrew at Newton's Lawn Care. You guys can call us or text us at 402-464.
They can text today, right, Jake?
They can. 402-464-5685. The texts are coming through, so I know the text line is active. Thank you, Breakers, for showing up there.
Spotify does not affect that, correct?
Spotify's outage of the show does not affect the live version or any other podcast.
We're on
version
live
of the
radio.
Show, or the YouTube or video. We're there. So
nothing at the Hampton Inn today, in case anyone's wondering.
Yesterday,
I need to walk through there. Derek Bombeck was telling us amazing things about that building when he walked through it. He said the ceilings are very high. It's just it feels like the old gold building there in terms of what it
I
was.
just want to know what we can do to get access to the free breakfast.
We'll get that.
And I don't want
feel confident about
I
our
don't want a
chance for
lot.
that.
I don't want a waffle or anything like that.
Yeah,
what
do you want? You want a muffin?
A muffin. That's it.
just get a room.
Yeah.
That'd be one way to get access.
I will bet they will give us.
I'd
a
like
muffin.
to have one of the rooms so I could look over at you guys. Do the show remotely. I could see from
I can
across
see Bill over there.
I can
Jake
see
could
him.
address you with his hands.
Yeah.
Come on, Bill. What are you doing up there? Figure it out.
Yeah.
All right.
Sports.
Games. Spring games. We all know the situation. Spring games are changing across the country. The formats are changing. They're going away in some places in general. But it's still sad when you see some of these attendances compared to even last year. I mean, Alabama had 72,000 plus fans at last year's spring game and just about 10,000 at this past Saturday's. Ohio State had 80,000 plus.
Jake, real quick.
Go ahead.
Press pause on this.
Okay.
Are these what you're talking about in these downfalls or downsizes? Are these because people just didn't attend the spring game, or is there a different format?
The format.
No. Ohio State scrimmaged, so you gotta be careful. Ohio State full scrimmage.
Okay.
They that's the one that baffles me. I read about it. They went full blown scrimmage. Day said, I wish we could have gone more, and they still drew half.
40,000.
Yeah, they drew half of what they did last year, that's the one that if I'm not mistaken, Ohio State won the national title,
and they got their rings.
They got their rings.
The team if you just want to just see the team of last year, they were there.
Right.
But Alabama was not. That was a different format. Correct?
They did. Yeah, they did like
the photos of the 2 days from last year and this year. It was stunning. So was Oklahoma's.
Yeah, it's confusing.
Go ahead, Jake. I'm sorry about that.
No. I'm glad you broke in because Ohio State was a full blown.
But Bama's was different though.
Yeah,
yes.
Ohio State was full blown. They drew 40,000, which was exactly half of what they drew last year. Which I cannot. Like somebody said, Sean said that's just fan fatigue. They played 16 games. I'm like, what? 16 games? I mean, that's not. Come on. I don't understand it. No, you're right. Alabama didn't have a full format, and they drew 12,000. Oklahoma drew.
They said that the number was like 15. It looked like there was 4,000.
Oklahoma drew 16,316.
Yeah, I don't think there's any way there were 16,000 people.
They
there.
called it that. This is the worst thing of all.
Uh-oh.
They called it the Crimson Combine, which says to me, don't go. I'm not going to watch the Combine, right? Why would you call it the Crimson Combine? It just says we're not playing a game. We're just going to jack around. And you maybe if you want to come, go ahead. But the previous year for
that'd be sweet if they're just doing bench press, just in the end zone, just 6 bench presses,
vertical jumps. They drew 75,000.
They can show you someone interviewing a player
with the last year traditional spring game. Oklahoma drew 75. Yeah, this is I'd say ADs better pay attention to this a little bit if they give a damn about it. If they want to make money.
Won't this make you give a damn? Like you're seeing a massive drop in revenue for one particular day. I mean, they're not charging, obviously ticket price for a normal football game, but it is revenue you're losing and concessions as well.
Norman is a lot like
city.
Lincoln. You want people in Norman.
100.
You want people showing up to the city of Norman.
I would think so, right?
Absolutely.
I mean, I think it's going to have to be addressed. There's others. Georgia drew 35, but down from 55, so 20,000 fewer.
It's not horrible.
No. Tennessee had 38,000. Auburn's crowd was about 30,000. But they're down. Now, Florida was the winner.
They have 55.
56,563. Its largest crowd since 2009. At halftime, they celebrated the national championship basketball team. So that it helps explain that, right?
Yes, that's nice to see someone actually had a decent crowd there. But that's one crowd. That's one school that had a nice attendance. And again, we understand that the importance in general across the country has gone down on the spring game.
Yep.
But is there a chance that this year, with all these numbers being down, that they can realize, hey, this is somewhat important. We got to change this up for next year. Can we revive it and bring it back nationwide in 2026?
I hope so.
Is it possible?
Yes. Why not?
It's possible. I say very unlikely.
Why though?
I think this is one of those things. I think things have moved on.
I hope you're wrong.
I hope I'm wrong too.
Why can't it be reassessed, Bill?
Well, I don't. But you have to look at like I said, the 16 game thing. I don't believe that one. I'm not pushing back on. I will push back on that. That it's not fatigue.
No, I don't believe it.
I think there's just fatigue of other things, whatever it is. It's just
economy.
But for them to be down and not come see them get the rings and all those things.
What's that? I don't get that.
So that's why I'm down on it, that it's going to revive. It's like, hey, here's a fan base that is crazy.
You think?
And numbers down, and they had a full scrimmage, and they also did it with the national championship team that just won.
I don't understand that at all. They got half the crowd. Unless now the one thing is Jake was confused about it because it was only about 2 weeks ago that Day did a reverse course. Originally they weren't going to do a traditional spring game. And then about 2 weeks ago, they decided, we're going to do a traditional spring game.
Might be something. Might be some people that hadn't had it planned out, whatever it is. Who knows what. I've a hard time to bring it back. And plus, you go back, 3-4 years? I mean, we'd be watching them on TV all day.
I know.
You'd see Saban out there in his, out there talking to the ESPN people in between with what was going on, and it was fun just to kind of watch them a little bit, see what's going on here.
Well, that's fun, but you've mentioned before that you have to take care of the fans, and this is one way to do it.
To have the fan base be able to show up into the stadium is a big deal, and then also at some point in time to have some form of tackling. Yeah, some form of tackling going on.
Even if the first units just play 3 series or something, like an NFL exhibition game. Yeah. And you have enough guys in the lower units to fill out something.
Agreed.
So Jake, I think in a sense, I was glad to see these numbers. I especially Oklahoma, which is a very similar, I think, fan base to Nebraska's.
Very.
And the fact that they drew 12,000 to 15,000,
and it didn't look like that. Didn't look like there was 12,000 people there.
And you know what? It was six. I'm sorry. They said it was 16, 316 for the Crimson Combine.
Does it say
I'm
what
almost glad.
Do they say what they did?
I don't know.
Just the Crimson Combine.
I don't know what that entailed. And I know what people are thinking right now. So you're dogging Nebraska. No, because it's
No.
happening all over the place. I mean,
There's there's not dogging of anyone. It's just
I'm
it's
not.
just sad.
Yeah.
It's just sad that spring games don't exist
Thank you.
anymore. And it's always like that. It's always like, oh, I know, curmudgeon,
No, you're not
but
curmudgeon.
better times when the spring game at Nebraska used to it was a incredible full contact scrimmage. Quarterbacks live.
100.
And there'd be like 100. Jake, people would leave and the scrimmage is still going because there were so many snaps. There were so many players.
But since then, though, I mean, the spring game has been it's been for the fans. It's a fan experience, and we're talking about a time in either mid to late April, typically. I mean, from Nebraska, late April recently. That that summer's around the corner. It's an event where the weather is usually very nice. People come to town, they enjoy. You can't lose the game. It's just a time to come for a weekend, enjoy the bars, enjoy the restaurants, go to tailgate, go to the scrimmage, and walk away. And you just let it go. And there was no reason to let it go. And I hope that this is an awakening across the country that said there's no reason that this has to go away. It's for the fans, and the fans are still the fans have to still matter in college sports. They have to.
For a lot of places, it's a giant economic boost,
including Lincoln, Nebraska.
Lincoln would be one
very much so.
Some towns maybe not so much, but Athens, Georgia, it's a boost. It's a boost to Gainesville. It's a big deal. All these college towns, it's a big boost. There's nothing else going on during that time.
There are reasons, though. I mean, Billy Napier decided not to put Florida's on TV. They were offered a prime window on. They weren't offered a prime window on ESPN. And Napier said he didn't think it made sense to bury it on the SEC network and put film out there of his team and players. Coaches are cognizant of that more so than they used to be.
Agreed.
And that's a reason why some won't want to do it. I think he thought, well, if we get the prime window, it's worth it. If we don't, then I'm not putting my guys out there. I'm not going to show them. I'm not going to show them anything. So he said, he did say not having the game on TV allowed him to be more open with what they did. Now, I would say this. I got full disclosure. I used to grouse about the spring game. Like I would say we're not getting anything out of this, but it's better than nothing. It was better than nothing.
Well, the big thing is, in general, if you took a place like Nebraska, is that there's someone on 48th and R Street getting and they're loading up a bunch of kids.
Yep.
They're kids and some buddies, and they're heading down to the game. They're heading down to the stadium.
They live close by.
They're heading down to the stadium. Someone's from York. They're heading down
100.
to the stadium to go
100.
check out. Mom maybe go shopping. Dad's going to do this, whatever. But that was that type of an event.
They could get in the stadium.
They could get in the stadium, and then there would be some. You got a chance to that, and there'd be some live football.
100. You get to see Dylan.
Yeah.
You
get
to see a bunch of the new guys.
Or maybe one or two series. Call it good.
Yeah, you get to see the new guys. What's Dane Key look like? Even
exactly.
Just warming up.
Right.
So yeah, Jake, I hope you're right. I hope you're wrong that it won't come back.
I hope I'm wrong too, but it has the feeling right now, because everyone's kind of like, you know what, we're just kind of moving on from this phase. Everything's different now. We're going to have, do we end up with OTA type situations, meaning that spring ball's a few days less, and there's another practice time in June, or different. Those discussions are all out there, and then also right now, like I said, 70-80% of the teams are done. So right now, spring ball's over.
I haven't even heard about any sort of ticket sales. I mean, to buy tickets for Nebraska spring, the Husker games. Have you heard that at all? I mean, they want fans in the stands in some capacity, don't they? Yes, have you heard any sort of push on Huskers.com? Anything? I've heard nothing about, hey, buy your tickets for the Husker games. We know about the volleyball scrimmage and of course soccer, but in terms of the football element, I haven't heard, hey, this is the time it's at, or this is how much tickets cost. There's been nothing about that.
There's some Twitter activity.
Not much. Very little.
Not much. No.
Jake would have a feel for this. Steve knows the events. I don't. So I'm somewhat active on social media. I'll look at stuff. I'm bad.
Facebook.
Yeah, something like that. I'm very, very small, but I have no idea what's going on that Saturday. I've had to ask you. I don't know
They
what
said
the.
7 on
I don't
7,
know
I
the
know.
time. I don't know what the events are. I don't know.
They had an initial press release about like what the day looks like, but there's been like no follow up, no.
Keith Mann.
At that point, it was still like we're not really sure. We have
Well,
an
I don't
idea.
think they're positive.
There's food trucks going on. There's food trucks. They're gonna have some tours of the new facility. I know at some point.
They're gonna have an auction.
And
Yeah.
this is stuff I didn't even know because it has been.
The auction. I remember.
They've stopped publicizing it.
Yeah.
What is the deal?
I don't know what's
going to
happen.
hiding. What do we know?
I don't know what's going to, I don't think anything is hiding. I think that there'll be something on the field. I don't know what it'll be. Will Compton and Jay Foreman are coaches, right? Now,
I didn't even know that.
Yeah. What that means, I don't know
That's
exactly.
a 7-on-7 competition. Is that right?
7 on 7 is something that
So do we know who's playing in that?
No.
That would be nice to know.
Right.
People would like to probably
At
know
one
that.
point, there's thought that media might be playing or former players. What is happening? This is over just a week away, basically.
They've encouraged.
Sipple in the slot.
No, they've encouraged me to
Motioning
try
left to right.
to field a punt, and I said, no, I'm 58 years old. I told Keith Mann, I'm not going out there. I hope people don't take that wrong. I'm not being negative. I'm 58 though.
Yeah.
I was too old at 38, and I'm 58. So I'm not. Jake, don't look at me. I'm not.
Well, we asked you to throw a football in Hawaii. You didn't do that either for us.
No, I'm not.
We-
I'm not
it's
going to make
Jake.
a simple throw.
I'm not
We
going to
asked
make
for
a
one simple
public
throw.
public monkey. I mean,
It wasn't a monkey. We
like,
asked to see a throw.
You don't ask people to do. I'll do it if you pay me. Okay. I'll do it for a handsome fee, but I'm not going to just be your monkey for your
one single throw.
for your stupid entertainment. No, I'm not doing it. I mean, I'm not a circus clown.
I don't think that throwing a football is really putting you on
Yeah, it is. Then you're
in a
gonna put
circus.
no. Then you're gonna put it on social media.
Oh, you think?
No, I think
Oh, time out. You think I would put it on social media? Do you really think I would take that
Maybe.
back? Yeah. I both go back and
was
look
for-
at my
that
ridiculous
was
amount
for
of posts
show
that I have.
purposes
Yes.
only for us to see.
Yes.
No, you're trying to make a mockery of me. I know what you're doing.
No, we weren't.
There's no mockery. We have said no mockery.
You
in
have
here numerous times.
You have bragged to us about your abilities to throw the football.
Yeah.
in the
I
Journal-
can't
in
even
the
lift
Journal
my
Star
right arm.
back in the day.
I can't even lift my right.
You
That
and-
was when I was on Vicodin.
You and part.
I could lift my arm.
There we go.
Well, I had kidney stones, and
Yeah.
the guys were mesmerized. Like, holy God,
Yeah. See,
pain free. You're way different. But I could barely lift my right arm to throw a baseball. I think I throw a football.
Jake, would you catch a punt?
I would try. Yeah.
I
I'd
could.
go for it.
Would you go out there and do it?
Yeah.
In front of everybody.
Yeah, I'd probably fail miserably too. I'm sure.
Well,
I'd fall down.
let's have you do it in place
Yes.
of me.
Yeah.
You can represent the stool. Wear some tennis shoes.
Yes.
I get myself a bloody nose somehow.
Jake takes it to the face.
Yeah, I
Ball in the
If
face.
it's windy, things can happen out there. It's blustery.
This would be good for me if you could do this. I'll say I'm not doing it, but a member of the stool will do it. Jake Sorensen.
No, we would.
I had to practice before. I had to get somebody had to punt to me beforehand.
I'd like to know, like I said,
Who's going to punch you?
Where's Buschini? Can we get him out here to punt me some ball?
How is
I'm not.
also what is the situation now? Which because I was, it just blew my mind the work it took me to get in to see Pender play basketball at the state tournament because there's no you have to do everything after you get your tickets online through was it StubHub or I mean it was I had to create an account. Oh, it was a lot. It was too much for me. No.
Really?
No, you can't walk up. You gotta do it on your phone.
I thought you could walk
so
up.
can people walk up on people walk up on
question.
Saturday in a week and a half?
Nobody know. I mean,
I don't know.
Nobody.
Yeah.
Neighbor Patsy.
Nobody
knows.
There's been
I'm
nothing.
going to say yes on that one. That you could walk up and just pay. And
Just
go.
purchase a ticket.
No,
and go
I
in.
don't know. I don't know
But,
where
but
you
don't
go.
know for sure
Yeah.
on that though,
No.
because there's no clarity
I
still.
think we'll go back to this Pender thing. You couldn't just walk up to the.
No,
No.
could not. I believe someone said that you're supposed to do the same thing over at the Bob, but the Bob was kind of like, oh, hey, if you want, right over there, there's a lady over there selling tickets. You can do it. PBA, no. It was, and you walk in with it on your. What is? And there's nothing better than like that. 2 for the Pender Championship game, please. God, it's a great.
That doesn't happen.
No, you just show them your phone.
That is
Yeah, just show them your phone with a clear bag.
So you had to get an app.
And again, I'm telling you, the night before people go, "You going?" I said, "No, I've given up. I've given up."
Did Gigi step in?
Yes.
That's what has to happen.
Yeah. Yes.
Give me your phone, Bill.
Yeah.
When we come back, an update on portal activity across the country next.
Portal.
An early break in the ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch Sponsored by Sandhills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Infrastructure, a veteran-owned local company proudly serving Lincoln, Lancaster County, and the surrounding areas. Bauer provides quality work at an affordable price, and they're growing rapidly. If you want to experience a career with a fast-paced, family-friendly environment, visit BauerInfrastructure.com. They have top-of-the-line benefits, year-round work, even through the winter. Bauer, usher in the new era of infrastructure to an area near you. And as always, go Big Red!
Constructors is now hiring for all positions with pay starting at $23 and up based on experience. Constructors has immediate job openings for mechanics, bridge builders, operators, and drivers. Start your new career today. Constructors offers great pay, health, dental, and vision insurance, paid time off, paid holidays, and so much more. Join the crew today and be a part of Nebraska's oldest paving company dating back to 1908. For a complete list of openings and to apply online, visit constructorslincoln.com.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Hey farmers, if you don't already, you need to get to know the guys at Busch Farm Outfitters. If you're ready to turn your sprayer into a money-saving smart machine, they can hook you up. If you just want to get your chemicals from some good guys that care about your operations goals, they want to chat. They work with progressive growers all over eastern Nebraska to assist with equipment upgrades and input options. Busch Farm Outfitters is equipping the modern farmer. Check them out at BoeckFarmOutfitters.com.
At Fairway Meat Market, you're family, and as part of the family, they want to save you money on your meat and groceries. Fairway has fresh cut meats, seafood, cheese, wine, and spirits, and a friendly staff that's always ready to help you find what you need. Stop by Fairway Meat Market today to plan your weekly meals in the Rockledge Square Shopping Center, just south of 84th and Van Dorn.
Hey, what are you talking about over there?
Huh?
I said, what are you talking about?
You know, Bill, I think it's time for both of us to get our hearing checked. We should head over to Christensen Hearing Analytics.
Oh, yeah, I've heard about them. They offer a free hearing consultation and screening, affordable hearing aid prices, and a knowledgeable staff with over 30 years of experience.
Visit Christensen Hearing Analytics today in Williamsburg Village or give them a call at 402-489-3450. Christensen Hearing Analytics. A better life starts with better hearing.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills Global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Ticket listeners know a dream team when they see one. At Applied Connective, we've been in the game for 20 years and have developed a team of world-class leaders in all things IT. From cybersecurity and Microsoft products to physical security, audio, video, infrastructure, business phone systems, and anything in between. We'll help you leverage technology to become your most secure, efficient, and profitable. Head to our website to check out real reviews and testimonials and sign up for a free tech consultation. We can show you where you might be vulnerable, inefficient, or overspending. It's a game changer, and it's totally free. Claim yours right now at appliedconnective.com.
Garage doors can break down or quit working at the worst times. At Doors Plus, they understand that a broken garage door sometimes means repair and not replace. Sometimes, all you need to make your door like new again is a few bolts, a realignment, or even a new balance. Trust the pros at Doors Plus to handle your garage door repair the right way so you can get on with your busy schedule. Visit them online at DoorsPlusLLC.com or give them a call today at 402-590-5800. Doors Plus. Garage doors and more.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
The Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see lots of sunshine with light winds. An afternoon high around 67. Tonight, mainly clear skies and light winds, a low near 45. And tomorrow, we'll see mainly sunny skies. It'll be breezy and warm with the high near 82. I'm meteorologist Kyle Flecker for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Make plans to join 93.7 The Ticket and the Amon Green Foundation for the first annual Nebraska Esports Golf Tournament on Monday, June 9th at Wilderness Ridge. It's a four-man scramble starting at 11 a.m. that will feature former Husker greats, including Amon Green, Johnny Rogers, Niles Paul, Tony Davis, Adam Carricker, Vershawn Jackson, and more, with great prizes and great golf. Sponsorships are also available. Email Jake at theticketfm.com for more questions or sign your team up online at theticketfm.com. Early bird registration goes through April 20th and overall registration goes through May 30th.
Staying healthy and comfortable starts with the air you breathe. If you're noticing more dust, odors, or allergies, it could be time for duct cleaning from Bryant. Pure Air starts with cleaner air ducts, pair with enhanced filtration and purifications options, and the difference is amazing. When the air you breathe is clean and fresh, your home smells fresher and your family is healthier. Time for cleaner air in your home? Call Bryant for a free estimate. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing. 467-1111. Bryant, whatever it takes.
This
I'm not on drugs. I'm not drunk.
is Early Break. Weekday mornings from 6 to 8 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
If you were looking for a wonderful place to dine in between Lincoln and Omaha, where would you go? Where would you go?
Trying to think.
Maybe somewhere on Highway 6 possibly?
I'd want to go
Just a
east.
thought?
I always want to go east. If this is what kind of meal you want to go? I'll go east. I go east.
What do you like to eat?
What's that? The Philman's.
Bill
Ruhlman's.
Ruhlman's Steakhouse. Just off Highway 6 in Ashland. Yes, they've got a wonderful variety of steak options. You've had the walleye, Chilean sea basses there. They got scallops, salmon. I mean,
parking's incredible.
Their desserts are wonderful. Their beer selection is great too, and wine and alcohol.
It's the only place in the state that I would drive just for the dessert. It's the only place. Just say, name one place you would drive for a dessert. There's only one spot, and that's it. And it's the Skillet Cookie.
Okay, that's what you're talking about.
The Skillet Cookie. That's the only place that I would drive. Someone said, "You want to get dessert? You want to drive for it?" Everyone would be like, "I'm not driving anywhere for dessert except for Ruhlman's."
And what is it? Like, what do they do?
It's a giant chocolate chip cookie with wedged into it little mini peanut butter cups, and then there's like some drizzle on it, and then ice cream. And it is, it's worth driving for.
And it's for more than one person.
Yeah, if you ate it yourself, it'd be, if you went with a meal and then finished it off with the Skillet Cookie by yourself.
Good one.
I'd probably be in the ER. I'd be in the ER. It'd be.
Could you make it home?
It'd be hard. It'd be very difficult getting home. So
Skillet Cookie.
And it's a variety because you could go fancy, get beef tartare as an appetizer, or you could get chicken strips. You got both things.
Okay.
I mean, you don't have to go full fancy on your meal if you want to go
chicken strips.
Yeah, chicken tenders. They've got smash burgers as well.
Oh,
at Ruhlman's.
Dry aged meat.
Dry aged Keneally Angus beef
meats. Keneally Terry.
Lamb sirloin.
Hand delivers the meat.
Lamb sirloin picana as well.
What are smash burgers?
The hamburger.
You smash them down. That's about it. It's just a hamburger.
Smash burger.
Yeah.
Just a fancy name for it.
Yeah,
They're very good.
It's just a hamburger.
Yes.
Yes, that's all it is. Yes.
Get there today for lunch or dinner. Ruhlman's Steakhouse, Highway 6 in Ashland. Portal activity update. We'll get to Nico in a second. But
things are happening, guys.
There was a big name that entered the portal yesterday. That'd be Cal running back Jaden Ott. Just shy of 4,000 career yards rushing at Cal.
All sure Pac-12 2 years ago, I believe.
Not sure where he's headed, but we'll have a lot of big-time suitors for sure for his services. Jaden Ott, the running back. Beyond that, it wasn't a huge day of major players. I saw the Penn State lineman JB Nelson, who started 8 games in 2 seasons in the portal. Not a huge name there, but of course the big story continues to be Nico Iamaleava, the quarterback from Tennessee, who's in the portal. We don't know where he's going yet. No news on who's going to Tennessee. The rumor you heard a lot was, it's not from him, but people are saying watch out for maybe Sam Levitt. If they pursue him, if there's possible interest in pursuing him. It's all about him leaving Arizona State. And it's a hot name that people like is potentially to take over for Nico. But no news on where Nico's going.
Now. Also, Levitt has said nothing like, "Hey, it's people now just saying, okay, what's out there? You heard Avery Johnson, K-State. You heard,
yes.
You started, people just, I think it just randomly, you start throwing out, well, who's a good quarterback that would maybe rather be the quarterback at Tennessee? And so very interesting. The time frame and with what's going on is very interesting. Can you imagine what Leva would cost?
He'd be expensive. He had a great season last year.
He had a great season. He looked really good.
Yeah, it does appear that North Carolina is out on Nico. There's rumors that he might go there. They're going after somebody else, it appears, as a quarterback. So
They got a guy from South Alabama.
Yeah, his name is Gio Lopez. It looks
had quite a year. His numbers are really good.
It still is a lot of smoke on UCLA for Nico. That definitely in the mix. He's from Long Beach, by the way, Long Beach, California. Tulane apparently is in the mix. Hello.
Now, Tulane's been good recently, but still, think about him going to Tulane. Do you get anywhere near the NIL at Tulane? You get at Tennessee.
I don't know that, Bill. I don't know, Jake. I don't. What is Tulane's issue? I don't know what they have.
I would be shocked. I just couldn't imagine being the starting quarterback at Tennessee and also now the starting quarterback. I choose to opt out to go to Tulane.
Yeah.
I mean, and Tulane's a great place, but
they're playing well the last couple of years.
30,000 people, and that's
very different.
It's bizarro world is what it is.
Sources have told On 3 that USC and Notre Dame will not be pursuing Nico.
Doesn't it immediately hit? I mean, right now, let's say fan base, text in. What's the number, Steve?
464-5685.
What is my initial take on most everyone's like they're on Team Tennessee on the way it was handled.
Yeah,
Tennessee, they're on Team Tennessee, and
I agree.
There is the case of like, hey,
100.
He's going by the rules, get what you could get. There's some of that, I get that, but it's in the 90 percentiles of everyone going like, Heupel crushed it, Tennessee crushed it. Okay, boom. So now if you're going to bring him in right away, your fan base is kind of like, are we bringing the right guy in? Because here's what's coming out. That he no-showed all of his appearances, not all of them, but a high number of his appearances just didn't show, didn't go to his NIL agreements, didn't do these things.
Really?
There's a lot of things. So
and then he was asking for money, like a lot of players were asking for money before the playoff.
Before the playoff, asked for extra money. Hey, we're playing an extra game, so I want extra.
Right, just love that.
Yeah, I want extra money. So just think about the fan base that he comes into. Are they immediately just going crazy?
I'm trying to think how
or is it just, it's kind of like, hang on here now. This guy just left his team the day before the spring game, no shows practice, was no showing events.
Here's my question to you, Bill. Isn't it largely dependent on your situation at quarterback?
It would be. Yeah. It would be.
We point out he's not elite though. He's good. He's a good quarterback. He's not by any means elite.
His last game.
Elite. I can't say.
I know it was against a good team, but he was 14 for 31 against Ohio State for 107 yards.
Ran for 40. I think he ran for 46.
And that was all when the game was over.
It was. I watched it.
I watched the game. It was never a game. It was over. It was over. Imagine getting on the plane going, hey, real quick, as you get on the plane like that, hey, check back there with all the guys. Are they playing or not playing? Are they good? They good?
Yeah, no, you're right. He came out of this looking bad. And I did, per your instructions, watch Heupel's news conference after the spring game, and he was pleasant, and he handled it incredibly well with a smile.
Yeah, graduate school. Yeah. It was a graduate school. It would be like if you're the AD, you're just like you're just slow clapping while he's talking. You're like going, I'm glad that's our guy.
Yeah, and you realize why he's a head coach. I mean, because he that's extraordinary leadership, and he's calm.
I was listening to Dari Noka. He's out of Oklahoma.
Fabulous, yes.
Out of OU.
Used to work here.
Did he?
Channel 8.
He did.
I had no idea.
Yeah, years ago.
100.
Really? So he just talked about all of his time of interviewing Heupel as a quarterback and as the OC.
Yeah.
And every time he goes, I've never had a bad moment with the guy.
Yeah. He must be a good dude.
Yeah, must be from South Dakota.
Yeah, he must just be there's a reason he's the head coach at Tennessee, right?
I mean, he took over. I mean, he took over a rough spot.
Uh-huh.
And now the power T is doing pretty well.
Yeah, and like you said, he said there's nothing, no one's bigger than the power T, including himself.
What a great rhyme. No one bigger than the power T, including me. Right. It's like a headline. It's like
if Nico ends up somehow at a place like Tulane.
Okay.
I mean, Bill, we're going to talk about this story for years, for decades, because this is a guy that really had it all. He had everything he needed at Tennessee. He was making $2.6 million.
Yeah.
And that wasn't enough for you?
That's why I heard Vershawn.
And you're not a Heisman Trophy guy?
I heard Vershawn saying that yesterday. That part of the conversation you almost skip over, but it's worth mentioning. Really, that wasn't enough. $8 million wasn't enough for you.
What do you need?
Yeah.
You're in college.
That wasn't enough. Oh, okay.
And can you imagine? Like I said, Leavitt played ridiculous. If he would have gotten the portal, he would get more than what he was getting at Arizona State.
Yeah,
he would have got more. And he's like, "I'm good. Come back to Arizona State."
I don't. Okay, now then we have to be fair to Nico too. If he's assessing the market, the market. If he thinks that he's being shortchanged in the context of the market, okay, I guess I understand that to a certain extent. But
he's not getting shortchanged within the market. The only thing that he's doing correctly is he's playing within the rules. That there are no rules, and so he's not doing anything. You can just say, because he's not going to do. There's going to be zero we need to apply for a waiver to the NCAA. There's no waiver.
No.
There's no nothing. He can up and leave whenever he wants to leave. He can be in the portal. He can go. He can be in June 1. He can be out of campus, working out and able to go because there are no rules.
He must be. He needs to be strong mentally because people are going to be watching for him to fail.
Yes.
Oh, right now the people have said it.
Rooting for him to fail.
People have said it on.
He's got to be strong
on air and people that I have huge respect for. They're like, you know what? As bad as this is, I'm not hoping him great success.
Ooh,
I'm not hoping him great.
I don't
success.
know.
It's a bad look all the way around for him.
It's not him necessarily. It's his people. That's the problem.
Well, now to see that I
can't put on his people.
I
He's still
disagree with
making
that. I think it's in the end,
It's
that all of a sudden he could have just went to practice on Friday.
Yeah,
he could have just went to practice on Friday. He's not. He's making 2-point-something million, and he's 20 whatever years old. He's a redshirt freshman. No, you know what he could do? He could just got in his car and drove over.
Tell his dad,
I'm practicing. Dad.
I'm practicing. Yeah, I'm just going to practice today.
I'm a football player.
Yeah, I wonder why. I wonder what kept him from doing that.
I also can you imagine this?
Bad intel.
Imagine this conspiracy theory. If there's something out there that was like, hey, we're going to pay you this, and then now they kind of go, we're not going to do that. This is not good business for us. We cannot pay you that money for how this all went down. This is really bad looking for us.
I want to defend him a little bit.
I don't think there's a defense for him right now.
I want to defend him.
And it'll be
it's hard right now to name a team. Name
UCLA and Tulane.
Yeah,
and Tulane. What?
Better hope UCLA comes through.
Are you going to bring in $3 million for him?
I don't know.
To get a raise
they
before
did pay $3 million for a hoops guy though, a basketball player. I didn't know they had the money, but they paid a kid named Denton $3 million.
Think about how the quarterback from Tulane did incredible. He went to Duke. Imagine if he was available right now.
He got $4 million from Duke.
Yeah.
That's true.
Think if he was available right now and guess what?
Which is crazy.
Guess what he can do? He can go to Tennessee if he wants to.
Yeah,
he can still go. Did you hear about the Baylor basketball player?
No,
signed for $1 million with Baylor. Re-signed with that BYU offered him $3 million, and he goes, peace out. I'm going to BYU.
Go to BYU.
Signed. Yeah,
hey, BYU went with $3 million.
That's the reported numbers. But obviously, he got more numbers than what he had at Baylor. He's a starting player at Baylor, and he said, and they.
Well, you don't blame him. I don't blame him.
It's a hard one.
$3 million.
Yeah, the money's right there.
$2 million more. I mean,
that's good math, right
those
there.
Numbers. Thank you, Steve.
Why we have.
I don't blame.
Did you get an abacus out to do that?
I don't blame someone for that. I don't. Yeah. That's $2 million, man.
That's a lot.
Well, you leaving that on the table.
When we come back, song of the day and Bugaboo Tuesday on Bill's Thrills next.
Things that bother me.
Early break in the ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Sandhills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
I'm softball player Jordy Ball, and my schedule can get a little hectic. From softball practices to going to class, traveling for games, spending time with family, and catching up with friends, I am always on the go. I want a bank that can help me from anywhere, but also be there when I need them. That's Midwest Bank. They have the same mobile banking technology as those big banks, but have that hometown feel that I like every time I walk through the doors. They make banking easy no matter where I am. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait. Apply now.
Authentic Mexican food is not always easy to find, but you can find it in Lincoln at Tacos Los Hermanos. Their birria tacos are worth the drive from anywhere in town, but their chicken, chorizo, al pastor, and asada tacos are also worth the trip. You can also try any of those meats in a burrito or quesadilla. You won't find a better toppings bar in the area or better dessert options. If you can't get there, don't worry, they do deliver as well. Stop by Tacos Los Hermanos for lunch or dinner today at 70th and Havelock Streets in Lincoln.
Ticket listeners know a dream team when they see one. At Applied Connective, we've been in the game for 20 years and have developed a team of world-class leaders in all things IT. From cybersecurity and Microsoft products to physical security, audio-video, infrastructure, business phone systems, and anything in between. We'll help you leverage technology to become your most secure, efficient, and profitable. Head to our website to check out real reviews and testimonials and sign up for a free tech consultation. We can show you where you might be vulnerable, inefficient, or overspending. It's a game changer, and it's totally free. Claim yours right now at appliedconnective.com.
Start your engines, race fans. Race season at Eagle Raceway officially starts this Friday and Saturday. Friday, April 18th and Saturday, April 19th is the Icebreaker Challenge, presented by Stop and Shop and Auto Transmatic at Eagle Raceway. Both days feature Nebraska's best lawn and landscape modifieds, Avid Realty Sport Mods, and A1 Iron stock cars. Friday also features Valentino's Hobby Stocks. Saturday will feature Nebraska Septic Sprint cars. Let's go racing. Eagle Raceway, just 10 miles east of Lincoln on O Street. For more info, visit eagleraceway.com.
Buckle up and hang on. This is going to be a good one.
The fans of Kansas Speedway know how to have a good time. One that celebrates fantastic finishes.
Crash together. So close.
And family-friendly facilities. Trading paint.
We've got feuding.
And tailgating tradition. Burnouts. Beer. And barbecue. Oh, it'll for sure be a good time. And you are all invited. NASCAR weekend at Kansas Speedway, May 9th through the 11th. Get your tickets now at kansasspeedway.com.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Infrastructure, a veteran-owned local company proudly serving Lincoln, Lancaster County, and the surrounding areas. Bauer provides quality work at an affordable price, and they're growing rapidly. If you want to experience a career with a fast-paced, family-friendly environment, visit BauerInfrastructure.com. They have top-of-the-line benefits, year-round work, even through the winter. Bauer, usher in the new era of infrastructure to an area near you. And as always, go Big Red!
Lincoln's go-to for fun isn't new. It's a place that's been a staple of the city for years and is only getting better. Matson's Bowling and Billiards always has open bowling available with no long lines, unlike other centers. They have live music almost every weekend and great food at EJ's Bar and Lounge, with seating for 150 people. They have popular meals like the EJ Burger, pizza for the whole family, and famous EJ's Wings. Contact Sarah to book a party for friends, coworkers, or family at Matson's Bowling and Billiards, just south of 48th and Holdridge.
Make plans to join 93.7 The Ticket and the Amon Green Foundation for the first annual Nebraska Esports Golf Tournament on Monday, June 9th at Wilderness Ridge. It's a four-man scramble starting at 11 a.m. that will feature former Husker greats, including Amon Green, Johnny Rogers, Niles Paul, Tony Davis, Adam Carricker, Rashawn Jackson, and more, with great prizes and great golf. Sponsorships are also available. Email Jake at theticketfm.com for more questions or sign your team up online at theticketfm.com. Early bird registration goes through April 20th, and overall registration goes through May 30th.
Hi, everyone. Kendall Warnock, A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. Spring is here. Summer is fast approaching. With weddings, vacations, and weekend getaways on your mind, do not let car issues prevent you from getting where you need to be. Car problems shouldn't be something that you put up with. Let us get you back on the road in comfort and safety. We diagnose all makes and models from Porsches to Hondas, Toyotas, and Chevrolets. We fix a variety of issues with all of them with our talented techs and our experienced staff. A1 Automotive at 11th and L, downtown Lincoln, always honest answers.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Hey volleybalfans, this is Laura Dijkema, national player of the Netherlands and now the setter on Omaha's newest professional team, Love Omaha Volleyball. League volleyball is bringing the heat this year. Don't miss your chance to see Olympians, national players, and national champions right here in Omaha from now through April. We can't wait to see you cheering for us in the stands. Visit lovboma.com to buy single match tickets to see me and Love Omaha volleyball in action. Go Big Green!
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
You love to bash his sports takes.
Now, will you feel like an idiot if you're
No,
a big tough?
never feel like an
If
idiot.
you're a big tough guy this morning,
But you really love to voice your displeasure for his music choices.
he stumbled on an issue that I did not think would generate this much passion and discussion.
It's time for Jake's questionable song of the day on Early Break on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Means you meet me in the hallway.
Once again, your song of the day from 1970, knocked 3 times
What year?
by 1970. Tony,
Go ahead.
Orlando, and Don knocked 3 times.
Better
4, 6,
times.
4, 5, 6, 8,
Ellie.
5.
Oh.
One is bad. 10 is good. Texture rating in the Sauter Heyman Jewelers song of the day.
I'll let Bill go first. He's much more enthusiastic about this than I am.
Jake, I think it's the best song you've ever selected.
Oh, God.
Just because. Did you really think they're going to go Tony Orlando and Dawn today? Did I think it was
No.
coming down? Didn't think that one.
No.
Just for Jake's creativity.
Yeah.
Insane.
Yeah.
Oh,
Insane is one word for it.
insane. It's a 94421.
Oh,
Oh, incredible.
no.
Tony Orlando and Dawn.
And Don.
We
Don't forget about Don.
we
here.
have
knocked
opposite
3 times.
thoughts on things.
Twice
sometimes.
on the
Well,
pipe.
hang on. It's the 70s song.
Yeah.
Easy on the
Oh,
low grade here.
yeah.
Coming.
It's just too much.
It's incredible.
No.
Thank you, Jake. Absolutely
No.
I love it.
It's a good
Yes.
try.
Yeah.
No, not even that good of a try.
That's not a good try for a
No.
song selection. Tony Orlando and Dawn.
I found that song repulsive when I was 6 years old. Okay, I did. I just was like, this is way too much.
I love it's outstanding.
It's sad.
I
Yeah.
can't get it to a 3. I don't.
Oh, come on. It's a 1970.
I thought it was cheesy
It's
when I was
your
6 years
decade.
old. I mean,
Jake, you killed
Stunned
it.
by the
Thank
score
you.
right now.
You killed it. Thank you very much for that.
No,
He's got to give a score. What's
Okay,
your
yeah.
official score?
did I say I could get it to a 3? I could give a 3.0, 3.04, 3.04.
I'm frankly stunned here
Yeah.
at that.
It's
Stunned.
a cheese.
I didn't think
song.
you would love it, but you hated it though.
Yeah, I never did like it. I always thought it couldn't end quick enough when I heard it. I'm talking when I was a little kid, it couldn't end quick enough.
Ellie 79, Dad 77.
Ellie 5.4, Dad 8.8.
Thank
Dad
you.
gave it an 8.8.
Yeah, it's real. It's real.
I-
Twice on the pipe.
There's a pipe.
The sound of
Yeah,
sound
the
effects
pipe-
in that song.
And they
There was
made
a
the pipe.
redeeming quality.
The pipe sound was incredible.
Can't you play some Guns N' Roses or something?
I have before many
Yes.
times.
How about some Jimi Hendrix?
Ratings before from the text line before we get to Bill's Thrills. Bill and Bennett 6.2. Lyle and Omaha 3 flat. He's with you on this one.
There'll be high scores. People like
Oh,
it.
that's low one. Triple H's dad a 1 on that song.
It's horrifying.
Joe and Boulder 8.5. Better times.
Better times.
It was better times. But Torney Orlando,
And Dawn.
And don't forget Dawn.
Don't forget Dawn.
Mike and Dalton 8.9. Ryan in California 7.2. We've got Robert in Bixby, Oklahoma 6.5. Corey and Lincoln. Let me guess his score.
no.
Yes,
4.
It is a 4. It's a 4.
I nailed the score.
I thought he'd be. That's surprising.
No, Corey never goes above a 4 ever. Anything, ever.
Get your friend.
Gavin and Pender 6.6. Dave Dipple on the text line 5.5. Sean in Omaha 7.9. Kevin and Lincoln 2.4. I mean, they're not that high so far. Sanderson 9.5.
Good God, Sanderson.
Thank you, Sandy.
Good God.
Twin Bing.
Better times.
Twin Bing 7.2.
The Bing.
Jay in Norfolk 5.5. Jennifer 8.5. Hubby 7. That's respectable. For the
8.5 from Jennifer.
That's pretty high.
Surprises me. It surprises me.
It's right in their wheelhouse.
Bearded Ben 7.2. Kent 8.9. YouTube real quick. We got
YouTube.
Mr. Blitzkrieg 9.5, and he just added it to his iTunes library.
See? Blitzkrieg. Yes.
Paul, knock 3 times. Better times 8.7.
Yeah.
Chris says knock 3 times for a 3 on YouTube. We got Husker 6.5. Brad 7. Al 6. Bolt,
Where's your friend?
Bolt 8.8. Which friend? I haven't seen him for a couple of days. He hasn't been texting.
Must be
He texted my personal line
I don't
yesterday.
see him.
He must be
I
vacationing.
don't see the man we
No,
yell.
he texted me yesterday.
I don't see him. He's not. He's not there.
He texted during the show.
He's not there. I just checked. He's not there. It is time for a Bugaboo Tuesday on Bill's Thrills. Here we go.
Some call him the most interesting man in the world.
That is setting up the morel mushroom bonanza.
Okay.
Yeah,
This is
we
gonna be
need it.
bonanza?
Mushrooms grow better with thunder and lightning.
Others call him Coach. But to everyone else, he's Bill.
I want to get one of those military ab stimulators for us to wear during the show. Have you seen? I sent it to you today.
It's time for Bill's Thrills on Early Break.
As always, Bill's Thrills sponsored by our friends at Trados Grain Marketing and Crop
The DOS.
Insurance Experts. Check out the website, gotrados.com. GOTREDAS.com. Bill, it is a Bugaboo Tuesday. What could be bothering you
Things
today?
that bother me, and if it's okay with everyone, if they could text in if they want like that, I thought I'd go back in time. In time.
To better times?
To better times in my mind.
Headline.
I still love the look of Off the Hook. I still love the look of Off the Hook. Elimination of distractions and celebratory reactions.
It's double whammy.
I'm bothered by the loss of the busy signal. I'm bothered
you
by
are?
the loss of
Wow.
the busy signal.
Okay.
The busy signal
Oh my
was
God.
a staple in my life, and I miss it so bad. Think about that. At home, back in the day, family meeting, take the phone off the hook. Just take the phone off the hook. That's how we don't
Right.
need distraction.
No.
Eliminate distractions.
do it.
And that's what you would do all
A
the
lot.
time. A lot. Hey, take the phone off the hook.
Right.
No one's
lot.
we got to talk about it as a family. Somewhere's going on. Might be
Like
some
a
conversation.
teacher might be calling.
Teacher is going to
Just take the phone off the
off the hook. It was incredible.
The phone's off the hook.
Also, Jake, it was so simple as you might be like home by yourself. You're going to take a shower to get that. You don't want to miss a call. I said, take the phone off the hook. I take the phone off the hook, shower, come back with the phone
Never
back on
thought
the
of
hook.
that.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
It was great because here's why. The busy signaled someone was home. That allowed someone
This
to know
is one of
that
your better
someone is home. Because if it just rang and rang like that, right away, oh, someone's home like that.
We don't have that anymore.
You don't have, because guess what? Your phone, there's no call waiting. Oh, this you go to automated system.
Right.
The busy signal
There's no busy signal.
is out of our lives.
Is
And
it completely out?
My parents still have a landline, so it's happened with them before. They've had it out. How about this one, Steve? The euphoric state when you dialed 24 times the biz and it finally goes through, and it's like hang up. 2 minutes later, hang up. All of a sudden, you're like, "Oh, I got through," and then it freaks you out when no one answers. And then you're just
It's like it's just busy.
It's just busy. It is busy.
So then your mind wanders.
Then you
What's
wander.
happening
Yeah,
just
yeah.
rush out the door for something.
God, and the hell you caught for a long phone call? Busy too long. My grandpa used to drive over to our house 2 blocks away because my grandma was trying to call. Like me and my sister on the phone too long. Grandpa would show up at the house. But grandma's been calling for like an hour. Can't get on the phone.
Can't get through.
Drive over. He would drive over in his car, in his Ford Fairmont. He would drive over to the house.
2 teenagers in the house.
Yeah, 2 teenagers in the house. Like, come over. Yeah.
You just drive over.
Just drive over and let you know, hey, any chance we can get, Grandma would like to talk to you. May would like to talk to Sharon. But we
Just
can't.
drive over.
Let's drive. So Rudy'd have to get in the car in his Ford Fairmont, and he'd drive over. Is literally 2 blocks
we could
over.
Talk about this for an hour.
God.
This is amazing. That's amazing. He just drive
2 blocks. You said 2 blocks. He drive
2
over.
blocks.
Who's on the
drive
phone?
over. Who's on the phone?
Damn it.
They drive back home.
Grandma's been trying to call for an hour.
They just drive back home, and then you also hear the "Get off the phone! Grandma's trying to call." Yeah, then you go, this is right there. Hey, I gotta go. Look.
My grandma.
It's like I was there.
My grandma just
I still love the look of Off the Hook.
Oh.
Elimination of distractions and celebratory reactions.
You know, I had an odd moment the other day. Bill had just called me, and I missed it, but I called him right back. And sometimes this happens if you call right back. I got the busy signal. I got it.
Oh,
really?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's rare, though.
I got it.
Yeah, that doesn't.
What did it sound like, though?
What did yours sound like? It became more of a high pitched beep.
Okay, so it's different.
This is my disconnection almost, but the landline beep.
Oh, okay.
I did it all the time. If all of a sudden, if I was home and I'm like, hey, I'm kind of expecting a call or something like that. If I go do something like that, I just take the phone off the hook. Just take it off the hook, and then you come back, put it back on the hook.
So you had how many phones in the house?
We just had 2.
Yeah,
We just had 2 upstairs and downstairs.
Mm-hmm.
But the number of times, like, take the phone off the hook. Family meeting.
Did you ever listen in on Tamara's conversations with her friends?
And then it'd be downstairs. And the big thing was you try you try to lift it so slow. It was
then you had to put it on really.
Yeah. And it was like you were like diffusing a bomb. That's what it was like. It's like diffusing a bomb. It was like, okay, easy, and all of a sudden I'll say that they just yelling, get off the phone!
100.
But if you could cause, but if you got in,
right,
then it was like,
oh yeah,
I'm in. I'm in.
Oh yeah, imagine with 2 brothers like me. I mean, there was weird stuff going on sometimes. But anyway,
but there was no call waiting or stuff. It was just a busy signal. No, when
there was no call waiting.
No, it was just that was it, and that
missed the busy.
And it signaled if someone was home or not. And Rudy would drive over after an hour. Rudy got
grandma's trying to call.
Somebody pick up the damn phone.
Just drive.
They drive over 2 blocks.
2 blocks.
Come in. Hey, grandma's trying to call. No, then you just catch, because a lot of times your mom didn't know the phone was busy,
right?
Because the downstairs phone, you're upstairs on the phone,
right.
So that's what you want.
We have some responses. Might surprise you. We do. Sanderson says, "I loved taking the phone off the hook." Okay. Triple H's dad, when did you get your first answering machine? Would be the question there from Triple H's dad.
When that would have been in the 80s.
I never had one as a kid. I didn't go. Mine didn't happen until I was in college.
I don't know that we did.
Yeah, I didn't have one.
Chris says, "I still get the busy signal when I try and call and win something on your show or other shows on the channel." So I guess this phone line has a busy signal.
Well,
still.
it's a line.
Landline. Yeah, landline. So it's got a chance. Yes, it does. Landline's got it.
Corey says, "Mom used to set the timer on the stove when on the phone with the girlfriend." There's a time limit here.
With a time limit on. Okay.
Okay.
Wow.
Nice.
Let's see.
Wow.
Sean says, I remember when we spent money to get call waiting. Exciting day.
Big time. But think about it. Was that better times? No. It was just all of a sudden you're on the phone, beep, hang on, and like that, and then it's like someone for your sister. Imagine someone for your sister like that. Yeah, she's not here. Back, that'd be it. Even though she was here, I'm not. I'm on the phone. And then also, it would just if you kept calling, it kept beeping. It could go on for 5 minutes. Beep. Beep.
Yeah, she's not here.
Yeah, that'd be it. Yeah, hey, I gotta click over. Yeah, not here.
better times.
Casey.
God dang it, they were better times.
Casey says, whenever you heard somebody randomly breathing in the line, you
You
realize
or something would drop in the background.
Marty!
Get off! The best part, hear the click.
Or the best when you got the intel, and you went up and you just said something. I heard what you said. And then that was And then all you're thinking is like, how much did they hear?
Exactly.
It's all that's in your mind. What do they know?
You did not hear that, did you?
How much did you hear?
Bill, the headline again, please.
Oh, this is beautiful.
We'll get one more.
Get the glasses on.
Got it right here. Gotta go to it real quick here. I still love the look of Off the Hook. Elimination of distractions and celebratory reactions.
Oh, God.
That is
better
fascinating.
times.
Bill's Thrills, Bugaboo Tuesday, sponsored by our
Things
friends
that bother me.
at Trade-Offs.
Oh, that's beautiful. That made my day, actually.
Made your day at 7:16 a.m.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
good.
it's all downhill from here.
Ellie took a bite of Steve's breakfast sandwich. I think.
When we come
Did
back,
she?
a look at Nebraska's talent compared to other teams in the country. Next, an early break on the ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Sandhills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Infrastructure, a veteran-owned local company proudly serving Lincoln, Lancaster County, and the surrounding areas. Bauer provides quality work at an affordable price, and they're growing rapidly. If you want to experience a career with a fast-paced, family-friendly environment, visit BauerInfrastructure.com. They have top-of-the-line benefits, year-round work, even through the winter. Bauer, usher in the new era of infrastructure to an area near you. And as always, go Big Red.
Are you a skilled mechanic looking for your next opportunity? Nebco is hiring. They're looking for experienced mechanics to join our family-owned team. They offer competitive wages, great benefits, service trucks, OEM-level diagnostic software, and career growth opportunities. Apply today at nebco.com. Positions include lead and A-level mechanics for the Nebco shop. Learn more at nebco.com. If you're driven and ready to grow with a company that's been around since 1908, apply today at nebco.com.
The Husker Games are coming soon. Do you know your tailgate meal for before and after the events? Führer's Cheese Spread is the dip that brings everyone together to celebrate something for all Nebraskans made in Nebraska. And it goes well with crackers, meats, soups, and more. How could you tailgate without it? Get to your local grocery store today and load up on Führer's Cheese Spread. No party or tailgate is complete without it.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Make plans to join 93.7 The Ticket and the Amon Green Foundation for the first annual Nebraska Esports Golf Tournament on Monday, June 9th at Wilderness Ridge. It's a four-man scramble starting at 11 a.m. that will feature former Husker greats, including Amon Green, Johnny Rogers, Niles Paul, Tony Davis, Adam Carricker, Rashawn Jackson, and more, with great prizes and great golf. Sponsorships are also available. Email Jake at theticketfm.com for more questions or sign your team up online at theticketfm.com. Early bird registration goes through April 20th, and overall registration goes through May 30th. Fleet Feet Lincoln is excited for the upcoming spring season and the warmer temps, and they want you to get outside and be active. Fleet Feet's Fit ID process takes a free 3D image of your feet to help runners and walkers alike find comfortable tennis shoes and inserts that ease pain associated with plantar fasciitis, bunions, and more. Get back on your feet this spring with a trip to Fleet Feet, open 7 days a week at 77th and Pioneers. Salt Mine City is not only Lincoln's newest brewery, but they're also now serving food. Enjoy a full menu of great items daily for lunch and dinner, like their peanut butter and jelly burger with bacon and cheddar cheese, or a Reuben sandwich served on Blackstone rye bread. Don't forget their beef or chicken nachos with guacamole, sour cream, jalapenos, and more. Wash it down with one of their 12 beers on tap, including the popular Single Axle Light American Lager. Salt Mine City, now open 11 a.m. every day but Mondays at 8th and R.
Garage doors can break down or quit working at the worst times. At Doors Plus, they understand that a broken garage door sometimes means repair and not replace. Sometimes, all you need to make your door like new again is a few bolts, a realignment, or even a new balance. Trust the pros at Doors Plus to handle your garage door repair the right way so you can get on with your busy schedule. Visit them online at DoorsPlusLLC.com or give them a call today at 402-590-5800. Doors Plus, garage doors and more.
Psst. You know what's better than waking up early to go to the airport? Sleeping in. Lucky for you, the lines at the Lincoln Airport are so short and our service is so fast. You won't need to sacrifice precious beauty sleep to get here hours before your flight. So, go ahead, sleep in. You deserve it, and choose the airport that helps you relax. LNK, make flying easy.
If you're in Seward or Milford, listen up. Select Plumbing is now servicing your area with no trip charges from Lincoln. Select Plumbing works on a variety of issues for your home and business, including general plumbing, water heaters, faucet fixture repair, underground sewer and water repairs, backflow testing, and more. Keep your property free from leaks and other issues. Call today for a free estimate at 402-560-6197. It's not just Lincoln, Waverly, and the surrounding area anymore. It's also Seward and Milford with no trip charges. Contact Select Plumbing to inquire at 402-560-6197.
Nebraska Veterans Aid is here for veterans and dependents facing unforeseen financial emergencies. Get assistance with food, fuel, shelter, clothing, transportation, and even funeral and medical expenses. If you're a veteran facing a financial emergency, apply for Nebraska Veterans Aid through your county veteran service officer. Learn more at veterans.nebraska.gov/NVA. Sponsored by the Nebraska Department of Veterans Affairs, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Lincoln's go-to for fun isn't new. It's a place that's been a staple of the city for years and is only getting better. Matson's Bowling and Billiards always has open bowling available with no long lines unlike other centers. They have live music almost every weekend and great food at EJ's Bar and Lounge, with seating for 150 people. They have popular meals like the EJ Burger, pizza for the whole family, and famous EJ's Wings. Contact Sarah to book a party for friends, coworkers, or family at Matson's Bowling and Billiards, just south of 48th and Holdridge.
Wake up, Lincoln.
I overslept. Damn rooster didn't crow.
It's time for Early Break, sponsored by Midwest Bank. Live from Lincoln, America. Here's 93.7 The Ticket's Jake Sorensen.
I'm wrong, but I'm not.
Husker Online, Steve Sipple.
If I were a feral cat.
And longtime college football assistant coach, Bill Busch.
You get one team. Mine's the Houston Oilers. I'm not the Texans, and I'm not the Titans, so I'm out.
This is Early Break.
Welcome back to Hour 2 on a Tuesday. Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, Bill Busch on Early Break. Hour 2, as always, sponsored by our friends at Midwest Bank. Member FDIC. Location in South Lincoln at 27th and Jamie Lane. Also at 70th and Pioneers. And what's happening today with Shin Daddy in Creighton at Midwest Bank, Bill?
They got some competitive things going on today like that. It's well, Steve, that's par for the course. That's par for the course. Set up a 9-hole miniature golf course.
I'm there.
A 9-hole miniature golf course has been set up. It has been set up inside the bank lobby. And so when you come in like that, it's not drive for show. It's putt for dough.
It's putt for dough.
Yeah. So he has a prize on certain holes, and so he has that set up like that. So yeah, it's like grass isn't always greener.
Wait a second.
Yeah.
Par for the course.
That's par for the course. Yes.
I'll be there.
Yes. Yesterday was grass is always greener.
The sod.
The sod.
It's sod.
Please keep doing the Saints thing. That's very
Shin Daddy. It's Shin.
Well,
I know.
Anyway, that's par for
I'm
the
talking
course.
to Shin.
So 9 holes are set up.
Oh,
that's par for the course. What are you guys gonna do? 9-hole miniature golf course.
That's not repulsive either.
No,
that's quiet.
It's quiet.
You might go
would
there.
You play? Would you play some miniature golf?
You know what? I'd probably do a couple of holes.
Putt.
Couple holes.
Which one? The whole 9.
Which one do you go by? Miniature golf or putt? What do you say?
I mean, I grew up with putt. I think you grew up with putt.
Putt would be more what I would say.
We grew up with putt golf.
Yeah.
Columbus had a very.
Didn't they have? Is there one by the Sierra Bowling Alley?
You're smart.
Yeah.
100.
That's still there. That's still there.
How do you know that?
Yeah, it's just got a chain link fence around it.
It does.
It's over by Taco John's.
Yep, it is. I've seen that one.
Right across from.
I don't know now. I don't know if it's still there.
It's still open.
It's still there.
It's still there. It's still there.
Okay, if it's still there, it's 50 years old. I mean, that's amazing because I was putt-putting when I was 5. I mean,
yes, I saw someone playing on it when I was there last.
Really?
I drove by several people playing it, so it's still open, or at least, or they were doing it illegally. One of the two.
Somebody needs to do a story on that, like the Columbus.
Well, you could write it.
The Telegraph.
Yeah, the Graham.
The Graham.
Telegram.
Telegram.
The Columbus Telegram. Oh my God. Okay, quick bird update.
Oh, yeah. Yes. Oh yeah. Bird.
Yeah.
Hold on. Bird is flying to Belize. He's on a flight to Belize.
He couldn't text us because we don't have an Apple. We don't have iMessaging. Sip has iMessaging, so he could text Sip in the air.
Interesting.
That's why he couldn't text the text line.
Bird is on a flight to Belize. He's listening. Couldn't get a text out to the ticket. He gave your song a 5. Surprisingly high, to be honest.
It's a great song.
A bird.
Twice on the pipe.
A rare time where he's actually above you in a score. Him and Corey are usually in the 2 to 3 to 1 range.
Yeah.
5's a very good score for Bird, actually. So thanks to Shin
Bird's
Daddy.
going to Belize for some reason.
Must be on vacation.
I'm going to say it's not business. I'm going to say
vacation.
It's probably vacation
for Bird. Listening on the plane.
Shindy. Sorry to break it.
Yeah, you're good.
Thanks to Shindy.
Par 3, yeah. Mini golf.
Par for the course.
9-hole mini golf course at Midwest Bank. Sounds great. I'm there. We'll make a trip out.
The next time the next time someone says that to you, the first thing you think is miniature golf's going on in Midwest Bank. Hey, Sipple, it's par for the course.
Mini golf.
Shindy.
Okay. 464-5685. Call or text as always. I saw an interesting rankings yesterday. You love lists, Sip. You love them.
I do. I love
CBS Sports again did a nice off-season fodder workout. They gave 100. They ranked the top 150 players of 2025 in college football. I will not go through all 150. That would be ridiculous.
That'd be fun. Yes.
But the top 10, that was interesting, and the fact that Nebraska has only one player on this list, it's not who you might think would be on the list. Number 1, Jeremiah Smith, Ohio State. It's a pretty good option for number 1 in terms of the best players in college football this upcoming year. Number 2, Cade Klubnik at Clemson, the quarterback.
Huh. What do you guys think about that one? I don't get it.
Yeah, that's a little high.
A little high. That's
coming
what I
back
thought.
for third year, but he's doing. I expect big things from him.
Number 3, guy that me and Bill liked in last year, Lenoris Sellers, the quarterback at South Carolina. Number 3 player in the country for CBS Sports.
Sorry, seems high. I know you guys like him. I kind of like him.
Yeah, that's a little high too.
He's going to do the top 10. We'll do some other one. Number 4, Garrett Nussmeier, LSU. Bill likes him a lot.
I love Nussmeier.
Big fan of him.
He would be ahead of Sellers for me.
Well, is he?
Yes.
Okay.
5, Jeremiah Love, the running back at Notre Dame. 6, another South Carolina player, the edge rusher, Dylan Stewart. So they got number 3 and number 6 players in the country at South Carolina right now.
Pretty impressive.
Number 7, Caleb Downs, Ohio State. We mentioned number 8 already as a potential Tennessee target, maybe.
Could you slide Caleb Downs up a little higher, please?
I don't know about the safety position. Sometimes doesn't merit that just because, but no, he's an incredible player.
Yeah.
Number 8, Sam Levitt, Arizona State.
Yeah.
Okay, now
let's look at his track record. He came from Michigan State, which he was good, right?
100, but he didn't play much.
He didn't play much.
Yeah. No, he didn't play much. Now keep in mind Nebraska was all over him.
They were,
and
he's number 8 in the country.
Yeah. And he strongly. I mean, I talked to Sam Levitt during that round.
Was he nice?
Yes, he was a
polite.
Great. Yeah, he's a great kid. During that round of portal activity, I talked to the friend of now the Syracuse quarterback.
You called the wrong number.
Yeah, Kyle McCord.
You called the wrong number.
Jack Sawyer answered.
Yeah,
he's my best friend. He said that McCord was his best friend. Levitt is number 8 on this list
of the top players for next year. Top 150. Sam Levitt, number 8. Number 9, T.J. Parker, edge rusher at Clemson. Number 10, Ryan Williams, the receiver at Alabama. If you go through all 150, you won't see a name that I think people from Nebraska might think you'd see. Dylan Raiola, not on the top 150. Dane Key, the only player for Nebraska in the top 150 at 107, the Kentucky transfer.
I don't know what to make of that. It's not. You want more, but I don't. I don't know. How do you come up with this? I don't know how you come up with the top 150 players.
I don't really even start. I'd be all over the place.
Yeah. How would you do it?
Yeah.
How would you do
Especially when you know what the value of O-linemen. I mean, how many O-linemen are in the top 10?
None, but there's a lot that are following the top 10.
I mean, I'm still stuck on Levitt.
Number 8.
Wow. I mean, I give Graham Couch. You guys don't know that name.
Yes, we do.
Do you?
Lansing.
Yeah, so he's a sports writer in Lansing. Now, keep in mind, now this is a huge credibility for Graham. He said during that process, we just like you and coaches, I just like, hey, is this Levitt kid any good? And he DM'd me on Twitter and said, oh yeah, he's incredibly good. And there was not a lot of talk about him at that point. I was like, I thought it was curious at the time. Like, really? Yeah, he was right. He was right. Good job, Graham. Graham Couch identified.
John Mateer, the Washington State transfer, goes to Oklahoma. This CBS Sports puts him at number 16 in terms of top players in the country.
I love him.
You love John Mateer. Why do you like him so much, Bill?
I said first of all, he's active. Means I think he rushed for over 500 yards. I think he threw for 3,500 or whatever it is. He's at Washington State, a team with no conference. I mean, I absolutely love him. If there's a chance for Oklahoma, that's their chance. Is him. They've upgraded at quarterback. I mean, it was a remarkable upgrade at quarterback. I think he's fabulous.
Okay, on the other end of the spectrum, I'm starting to question the list, frankly.
Okay, why is that?
Question.
Which one?
Drew Aller, 11.
Too high?
He's your 11th best player in the country?
No.
No, he's not. He's not. Come on.
They had the running back Singleton number 34.
Well, whatever. I mean, Drew Aller's not number 11. And if he is, then I call into question the entire list. And he is. He's fine. He's a good quarterback. I'm not saying he's a bad quarterback. I'm going to say this. This list suggests to me that it's not a great year for top players.
That was my thought as well.
Like, there's nobody on this list that you're like, whoa. Lenora Sellers is good. I know you guys like him. I watched him and thought he
should be the third best player in the country. We like him, but not that good. Not that much.
I don't know that. Now, Jeremiah Smith is a player that blows me out of the water.
Great receiver.
Yeah.
Of course.
And so does the receiver at Alabama, too.
And he was number 10.
Yeah, he's a wow.
Yeah,
he's a wow.
Those guys are really good, but there's some players in the upper reaches of this list where I'm just like, I don't see it. So it might not be a great year. Like the Heisman, Jeremiah Smith. I'm going Jeremiah Smith right now.
He should be the favorite.
Preseason. Non-quarterback.
I in terms of they try to hype certain players, but they weren't really hyping Arch Manning. He was like number 46 in this list.
Yeah,
Arch Manning.
Did you hype him much?
Hasn't played.
No.
He's played, whatever.
He's thrown for 900 yards or so.
Yeah. Hasn't played.
Arch Manning at 46. They had both the Army quarterback and Navy quarterback in the top 100. Bryson Daly, 33 at Army.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other guy at Navy was 97.
What they do for their team is ridiculous. It really is. That's why both teams are good. 2 years ago, Navy was terrible. Quarterback play, not good. And all of a sudden, and you saw what Navy did to Army this last year.
What did they do?
Well, they beat them. That was a big upset.
Yeah. Now, ordinarily, I'd go on a rant about
Nebraska. You can go on a rant.
No, I'm not going.
Come on, rant.
No, I would. No, I'm about Nebraska not having enough like elite players on the roster. And what's the deal? Why they only have one guy in this? But I just don't. I wonder about the list a little bit.
Yeah, the list is a little bit questionable.
Yeah.
The other thing probably that would concern you as a fan base, if for any fan bases, would be that if your player, your one in the 150, is someone that you just added 2 months ago.
Yeah,
that would be something that would concern you. It's not someone that has been here for a couple of years.
Right.
That type of
100.
Well, I'd ask you this though. It's one outlet's perspective on players. If you had to assess Nebraska's roster, would and again we just said he's new guy to Nebraska, Dane Key. Would you start there as thinking he is your best player on the roster?
Dylan.
That's what everyone would say, right? It was Dylan.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you go back.
But where would you go to with Dane Key?
But Dane Key, what do you have, 1,000 yards?
Proven production for 3 years. Never got 1,000. He was up to
715 last.
So anyway, proven production in the SEC.
Yeah,
that would make me say higher because he's older and has played more and also did it in the SEC.
That's fair. That's fair.
So it's a fair.
That's
a fair assessment.
Is there another player Like, is there another player on Nebraska's team that you could work into that list? 150?
I was surprised to not see Dylan at least hit somewhere
Right.
on it. In fact, he was not on it at all. I mean, you're seeing some quarterbacks that I think are fine, but I'd say he's similar level of player to them,
right,
on the list.
I bet he's just off the list. I mean,
I'm sure they base that more on numbers.
A lot of it,
probably on just numbers. And like Klubnik, he's going to be a starter at Clemson. It's in year 4, and he's this will be a 3-year starter. So that's the reasoning for.
Well, if Dylan was going to be on the list, he wouldn't be number 2. He would be in the 100s, right? That is probably what. But you think, is there anybody else you could get on there? And if you think through it, like Emmett Johnson, that probably doesn't have the numbers.
Probably not.
And then you're talking about in the 100s. There's no other real, like Ja'Cory Barney. Just doesn't have enough production. He had 55 catches, but he averaged like 7 yards per catch. You can't really go to an offensive lineman right now. You can't go to a defensive lineman. You lost those guys.
Yep.
The linebackers, Javin Wright's been there for 7 years, but he doesn't have the production. Defensive backs, you have guys that have played like Deshaun Singleton. He just doesn't have the production. There's nobody else. And is that disturbing? I mean, a little bit. It's a little bit. Yeah, I always say you have to have elite players to get over the hump. But I think Dylan's elite, and maybe there's an elite player we just don't exactly know about right now. Like could Vincent Shavers, for instance, break out and be an elite player this year? That's what I'm talking about. Is there somebody that's on like Willis McGahee? Is he on the cusp of being that type of player? That's what you're hoping. In fact, they better be. I mean, somebody better be. I mean, or you're just gonna be into relegated to the 6 to 7 win purgatory indefinitely.
If you want to disparage the list, that's fine. I'd ask you then.
Okay.
We all have watched Penn State football. We have. Now they have 2 great running backs in Katron Allen and Nicholas Singleton.
Right.
Is there a big difference between those 2 running backs? Because the list says there is. They got Singleton at 33 and Katron at 111 in terms of this.
How would you address that, Bill?
I don't know Dylan well. I watched him kind of just.
Watch him.
Just watched him. That's about it.
I don't see a big difference.
I like both running. I like them both.
Yeah, I don't see a big difference, and I also don't. Like I said, I thought they ran well. There wasn't I didn't think they were must see TV.
No, me neither.
I did not see they were must see TV. Where it's like,
I don't see that.
When do you watch this running back? Oh,
nope.
Watch this guy.
Nope, don't see that either.
Yeah.
They're tough, good hard-nosed running backs. Cut above most.
And you think, though, if you go back, though, at the same time, Steve talks about all these running backs that he covered. And a lot of these guys were really good here. And then didn't really have a career.
You can go through the list.
And there was a lot of running backs that were incredible running backs that weren't, didn't end up being stars.
Like Rozier.
At the next level.
Like Rozier. Who's hard to imagine a much better running back than Rozier.
No, he had a decent career with the Oilers, but so like and I don't know their years on something like that, but you always talk about Sims, Alexander, Buckholter. I mean, all these guys, right? I mean, really good running backs.
Yeah.
Amir that were, but I'm talking about guys that were not NFL guys.
Okay, I am hip.
Yeah, some guys. Yeah, so there's
Jarvis Redwine,
Rick
not NFL.
Burns.
Yeah, Rick Burns.
Some played. We're not saying they didn't.
They played a little bit,
but just they didn't become household names.
Keith Jones,
Endzone Jones,
Ken Clark didn't play in the NFL much if he played at all. DeBose blew out his knee. Phillips never really became a great NFL back. Drafted 6th overall, I believe.
High draft pick.
Yeah, high draft pick. I think he was 6th overall. Overweight though. He was.
DeBose was an incredible running back here. I think he wore number 22, if I'm correct.
DeBose was incredible, but had
Connecticut.
Yeah, blew out his knees. Jeff Smith, I don't think he played in the NFL.
He played longer than most, I believe.
Did he?
I think he got like 5-6 years, if I'm correct. But my point is, there's not a lot of guys. If you name them, if you read that list to somebody else, they'd be like, "Don't know him.
Yep.
Don't know him.
Oh, we know him.
Don't know him. We know him." My point is, there's a lot of running backs like that you're like right now. Think of some of those guys you like to have on your roster today.
Just Tony Davis on your roster.
Yeah. TD. And TD, now, TD, what, did he get 7 years?
He did, but he didn't play a lot of running back in the NFL. He made it as a special teams player.
Special team.
Yeah, he was a Cincinnati Bengals MVP as a special teams player. Didn't play a lot of running back, but he did make it 7 years. Played some running back.
So,
hey, better times, by the way.
Yeah, better times.
That's
Tony Davis played for McKay.
Yeah. What's that?
In Tampa Bay. Played for McKay.
Long hair, blonde hair.
There's a look at your list of the top 150 players. Before we get to break, a new plug here, and this is our friend Bill. Knows these guys well. How about the Mid-America Speakers, Tyler and the team? Bill.
Tyler, incredible job with that. With the Mid-American Speakers Bureau is that I'm part of it. I know Adam's part of it. Carricker, I know AD's part of it, and a lot of different speakers here from the ticket are on it. But what's interesting about it for you people out there is this: if you're looking to hire someone for a speaking event, go to the bureau, go to Mid-American Speakers Bureau, because they have all levels. And they went from, I believe, 7, Jake, to almost 90.
85, I believe. Yep.
85 speakers that are on there that he has vetted himself. When I started speaking, I couldn't get on there until they came and listened to me 3 times.
Jeez.
And so they came and listened to me 3 times, and they're like, okay, we'll allow him to be on here. So that when someone calls in and they give a response to him, like, I think this is who you'd want to talk to. And then they do everything. But the big thing, they'll be on a lot with us on the show. But right now, where would you go if you had to hire a speaker?
I have no idea. Just word of mouth.
Word of mouth.
Yeah.
So there's Mid-American Speakers Bureau. Go there. Go online. See it. And
okay, they have an online site.
They do.
Yeah.
MidAmericaSpeakersBureau.com, the website. MidAmericaSpeakersBureau.com.
And what's this guy's name?
Tyler Carlson.
Tyler Carlson. And then and Tyler talks to you directly. There'll be no busy signal. You'll talk to Tyler directly.
They work with your budget as well.
With your budget. So it's like, hey, it's real simple. You can always open up with, here's what we have. Here's my budget. Okay, let's work on this. Here's the event that I'm looking for. And he coordinates the entire thing.
Nice.
They book all across the country, including one time in Hawaii even.
Yes.
They booked. So if you're curious about having speakers or looking into who could do it for you, MidAmericaSpeakersBureau.com. Check that out today.
Incredible corporation. Thank you, Tyler.
When we come back, I saw an interesting look at Nebraska players in a mock draft upcoming.
Mock.
Let's look at that next on Early
Bird
Break on the ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Midwest Bank on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Get ready for spring by joining an evidence-based program to improve your health and well-being. These programs use proven strategies to help you make lasting changes, whether it's boosting nutrition, increasing activity, managing stress, or enhancing wellness. Invest in yourself today and feel your best this spring and beyond. Paid for by the Nebraska Department of Health and Human Services. Aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Salt Mine City is not only Lincoln's newest brewery, but they're also now serving food. Enjoy a full menu of great items daily for lunch and dinner, like their peanut butter and jelly burger with bacon and cheddar cheese, or a Reuben sandwich served on Blackstone rye bread. Don't forget their beef or chicken nachos with guacamole, sour cream, jalapenos, and more. Wash it down with one of their 12 beers on tap, including the popular single-axle light American lager. Salt Mine City, now open 11 a.m. every day but Mondays at 8th and R.
I'm softball player Jordy Ball, and my schedule can get a little hectic. From softball practices to going to class, traveling for games, spending time with family, and catching up with friends, I am always on the go. I want a bank that can help me from anywhere, but also be there when I need them. That's Midwest Bank. They have the same mobile banking technology as those big banks, but have that hometown feel that I like every time I walk through the doors. They make banking easy no matter where I am. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank.
Nebco is hiring CDL drivers for ready mixed concrete in Lincoln. With 3 plants across the city, there are plenty of opportunities to start or grow your driving career. They offer great pay, medical and retirement benefits, paid time off, and they cover the cost of CDL training. Apply today and receive a $2,500 hiring bonus. Since 1908, it's the employees that have formed the company's solid foundation. Start your career today with ready mixed concrete. Visit nebcoinc.com. That's nebcoinc.com.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills Global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more. What's better than supporting your favorite radio station and eating delicious Nebraska-made products? Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska wants to highlight you, the listener, on the 93.7 The Ticket Wall of Fame at the store. Stop by the store at 48th and R in Lincoln and see their huge variety of small batch gourmet jerky. Or if you're not in the area and want to try some, go to smokinggunjerky.com and enter code EARLY for 10% off your purchase. It's the ultimate low-calorie, high-protein snack at Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska.
Several irrigation contractors in Lincoln go out of business every year, leaving sprinkler system orphans begging for service. The folks at Judson Irrigation shed a tear for these little fellas. They've been coddling these orphans for more than 40 years. From redesign, repairing, replacing, and restoring, remember the Judson Irrigation Orphanage.
Call the Judson Irrigation Orphanage 402-420-6277 or judsonirrigation.com.
Lincoln's go-to for fun isn't new. It's a place that's been a staple of the city for years and is only getting better. Matson's Bowling and Billiards always has open bowling available with no long lines, unlike other centers. They have live music almost every weekend and great food at EJ's Bar and Lounge, with seating for 150 people. They have popular meals like the EJ Burger, pizza for the whole family, and famous EJ's Wings. Contact Sarah to book a party for friends, coworkers, or family at Matson's Bowling and Billiards, just south of 48th and Holdridge.
The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeyman electricians from $32.50 to $42.50 per hour with paid benefits. And if you're looking for a new career, they're hiring apprentices at $19.50 per hour with paid benefits. Call the office at 402-423-4497 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
Go Hog Wild Pit Barbecue.
Pre-order your Hog Wild slow smoked Easter ham today. Hog Wild selects the highest quality whole ham and slow smokes them until they're tender and delicious. Our 100% boneless ham is approximately 4 pounds and $50. Pre-order online at GoHogWild.com. Quantities are limited. Hog Wild Pit Barbecue, 3210 Cornhusker Highway in Lincoln.
But don't be late, we close at 8.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
We're on the air.
Back
Well, party's starting early today, isn't it?
to more of Early Break on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills Global company. They offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields, 4.5-day work week, attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Go to gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Where else would you want to be besides Sandhills? Is there any place you'd like to be? I don't think so. I don't think
Carson.
so. You want
Carson's
to talk
over there.
Carson Schatz? I mean,
He's
Carson
Schatz. He is the man.
Can you imagine the elevation of your career takes when all of a sudden you get tied in with the Currency program at Sandhills Global? Are you kidding me? What an opportunity like that. So, Jake, tell us so they could just get online and apply.
Yes.
What can we do?
GoCurrency.com/careers.
Let's see some numbers out there of what's going on, who's getting involved with this. Unless you don't, I mean, if you want your life to take off, everything just changed at 7:50 on a Tuesday.
It did.
At 7:50, everything changed.
Let's do this.
With that advertising.
do it.
Everything changed.
Let's do it. Not you, but I mean,
yeah. This is for.
Wait, should we apply?
I think they're looking for someone a little sharper than me to be involved with the currency program there.
It's fintech,
Sandhills.
financials,
fintech, financial. I'm telling you what, right now, you better get tied in financially. You better have a plan with what's going on. It's just like with Trade House. You better have a plan with what's going on with your money and what you're going to do.
Yeah.
Big operation there. Thank you, Sandhills Global.
GoCurrency.com/careers. Saw a mock draft as of 2 days ago.
Yes.
That was interesting. It looked at it was a 7-round mock draft, and it had 4 players from Nebraska getting drafted.
Interesting.
2 in the 5th round, 2 in the 7th round. The 2 in the 5th round were Ty Robinson and Tommy Hill. 7th round, Thomas Vadoni and Isaiah Nayer in the 7th round. Ty Robinson, we thought, again, had a wonderful combine, was projecting higher, was trending higher. I think I would be surprised if he's still around in the 5th round.
Yeah,
would you agree with that?
I do.
I'd be very shocked. And I believe if what I'm reading is correct, that he's made several trips to organizations.
Mm-hmm.
And when you're doing that, that's generally not for a 5th round selection.
No.
When you're making trips to go visit the NFL facility and meet with GMs and do those things, that doesn't add up. And then also like that with Tommy Hill, hopefully things go great for him. But he didn't do combine. He didn't do the pro day here at Nebraska, right?
No, he did not.
So what does Palisar? Is Tom Palisar?
This is Chris Trapasso.
Whoa,
from CBS Sports.
Chris, does he know something we don't?
I checked. It was from April 12th. The update.
Yeah,
so this is a recent draft as of this month, as of a couple days ago. So again, Tommy Hill, I thought we had kind of viewed maybe was working himself out of the draft because of no combine, because of no pro day. Didn't play the last couple games of the year. I don't understand him being in the. I hope he gets drafted in the 5th round for his own sake, but we haven't seen that kind of trend with him.
Hope he's right.
Recently.
I hope this guy's right. Yeah. I do hope he's right with Tommy. He had a foot injury. That's the thing. And it's possible that Tommy Hill would just walk into the ticket and say, guys, I had a foot injury. I couldn't.
We welcome him. Come on in, Tommy.
I couldn't do the combine. I couldn't test.
But I think it's more not I agree with that, but it's just the information that the teams have. Right. He didn't test. Right. So for whatever reason, didn't test. And then also, if it is a foot injury, I mean, that's the foot injury is one of the most scariest injuries because they're
100. When I hear a guy has a foot injury,
it's like
I'm like, okay, now what? Now
they're putting a pin in it or whatever it is.
Now what do you do?
Oh, that's a lot.
Oh, when
if you have an ACL, you know what the injury is. Here's the injury. Here's the rehab. Here's what we're doing. Foot sometimes comes back remarkable, and then sometimes it never recovers.
Remember that USC running back, Jake, that came in here, the big
Marquis Step.
That is remarkable that you pulled that name. Never play. I don't know. They played it down here, did he?
He did. He played football here. Yeah.
Marquis Step, though, I'll never forget when they signed him. Somebody said the problem is he has a foot injury, and I said, well, that's a problem because he's a running back and he's dependent on his feet completely.
Very important. Yes.
Yeah. But he never really got over it.
If he carried the ball, he carried it 10 times tops.
Is that right?
In his career here, I would imagine.
Look it up real quick.
Yeah, I can't remember. I can barely remember him getting on the. Oh no, he did get on the field. He did. Jake's right.
I'm trying to see how many carries. You're going to put it at 10 as the over.
No, I'm going to put it a little higher. How about 40?
I'm definitely going under 40.
Here's Marquis Steps.
We're way off.
As a sophomore, he played he had 2 starts at Nebraska. Okay. He had 45 carries.
Okay.
177 yards and 2 touchdowns.
45 carries.
45 carries for 177
total in 2 years.
I said 40.
Yeah,
he's pretty close.
No, in his 1 year.
1 year.
He played in 7 games with 2 starts in his 1 season at Nebraska.
Okay.
2021.
Okay.
45 carries, 177 on the ground, 2 touchdowns.
Okay.
In his debut, he had 3 carries for 10 yards against Illinois.
So 45 carries.
45 carries.
I said 40.
Yeah.
So it was
Nailed
all
it.
right.
So he did play, but he did play.
Yeah.
But
Okay, so Marquis Step.
But he wasn't healthy.
So Tommy Hill, I don't know what to say about that. And Fedoni seemed low to me too in the 7th round. I thought projections were more in 3 to 5.
I think you'd almost flip those two.
Yeah.
You'd flip Fedoni and Hill. And Fedoni may be higher. I don't know. Like I said, when it comes down to it by position wise and stuff, like we always talk about, just always remember who's going off the boards first. Remember that. It's pass rushers, it's D linemen, it's left tackles, it's quarter, and then it goes to wide receiver. So there's times when it's like, okay, there's a tight end. There might be one taken in the first round. That might be it. There might be so many good players still available. So you just don't know how that's going to all play out.
And sometimes it's really hard to predict the low rounds.
Anytime you got your projection grade, so they'd come back and someone would say, can someone give me a grade, whether I'm going to leave early to go to the draft? And they would say, is your pick to be 3 through 5, somewhere in the 3rd to the 5th round. That generally meant you were a 7th rounder or a free agent.
Okay.
That's just generally how it hit.
Yeah.
You might say, oh yeah, I'm projected here right there, but that never, and generally that number usually never hits. It's always on the other end.
Nebraska had nobody drafted last year.
No, correct. Nobody. Not one player. Correct.
2023, O'Shawn Mathis went in the 6th round to the LA Rams. He's still in the league on a practice squad. I don't know with who. Trey Palmer hit. He hit. 6th round pick of the Buccaneers, and he's stuck. What were you going to say?
I'm looking at CBS Sports, their ranking of Ty Robinson in terms of this draft. He's number 127, which would put him probably top of the 4th round if we truly buy that in terms of how they would draft. 3rd or 4th round for him.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense, right?
Makes sense.
I'd like to see him slip up a little.
You get him in the
more.
5th round, you got a hell of a player in the 5th round.
I think so.
I would agree 100%.
I think so. I mean, Mass kicks, you know what?
Mass kicks ass.
Yeah, and he's that guy. I'm just glad. You know what? I'm glad
he did really well at the combine, and
really
he has
well.
film.
Yeah, he's got it. Yeah.
I mean, maybe what could a negative be? One would be 6 year. A lot of guys come in the league after their 3rd year.
Oh, he's a little older.
So he's older. That could be one thing, how much tread in the tire.
Then there was the athletic analyst who questioned his ability to get off blocks. That when he had a free path, he's good. I mean, I don't know what all that means, to be honest. How often do you have a free path? But I just glad we're talking about draft picks. I mean, we've gone through some years here where they didn't have anybody drafted. They didn't have anybody drafted last year.
No.
And you can't have that.
2019 also nobody drafted.
Thank you. 2019 was a disaster.
It was horrible.
It was a debacle. I had to write a column about nobody being drafted. And it was not good. You got to have guys. So I'm glad we're talking about guys being drafted.
But we've also had the conversation for years now that Nebraska has had a 1st round pick since 2011. And we went through the article last segment that Nebraska's got, potentially one player in the top 150.
Yeah, Jake.
Doesn't appear like that streak will end next year. Now, again, the season could play out. You have a guy that maybe stands out and really rises up. We don't know what happens next football season. But right now, the early thoughts is, you probably won't have another 1st round pick.
Who recruited Prince Amakamara? Who recruited him?
What a fun guy to
somebody
recruit.
in this room.
Going to his house was incredible.
The Prince.
Yeah. In his, they said he was, I'd go watch him play basketball. He was the best player on the court.
Was he good?
Play, incredible basketball player, point guard. Then he won the 100 and the 200.
No big whoop.
Yeah. In Phoenix.
He's a stud.
Yeah.
Numero uno to the New York Giants in 2011.
What did he finish? 2nd in the Thorpe, I think. If I remember right.
Yeah.
He's a finalist
in the Thorpe Award.
He was really good.
Yeah. And just a great personality. And again, but we talk about projections a lot. He was a running back.
Yep.
And we projected him as a defensive player, and he was fine with being a defensive player. And that's the whole thing. His mindset when he came in here was to be able to do that. But he was so much fun to recruit.
What a beauty.
Yeah. He had like 30 something hours of junior college classes he'd taken. So when he came in here, he had like 30 hours completed of junior college. He was taken in conjunction with high school.
He was so good.
Yeah.
1st round picks over the years.
He lasted a long time in the NFL. Many, 8 years plus?
They got 7 or 8 years.
So,
won a Super Bowl.
It was a good career.
Won a
for
Super
Prince.
Bowl with the Giants.
Absolutely.
Draft will be April 24 to 26 at Lambeau in Green Bay.
That's cool.
90th edition of the NFL draft. at Lambeau. That is cool. So there you go.
Jake's been there.
I have.
Jake was
I
in
watched
Lambeau.
the Dolphins get smoked there,
Yeah.
but I was in Lambeau.
He was
though.
in there.
Just
Then
this
you
last
drove
year.
down to where? Where'd you drive down to Iowa?
I went to that night. I went to Appleton, I believe, something like that.
He did the show.
Did the show from a swimming pool.
I
From a
watched you
swimming
guys.
pool. Yeah. You weren't on the show.
I
but
watched.
you
I watched
yes.
the entire show.
It got really warm in there too.
It had to be
It got
humid.
warm.
A little
It
humid.
got very humid and warm in the
Was
You were
there-
on no
we're-
sleep.
we're-
That sounds great.
I was on like
sounds good.
2 hours of sleep.
And then he had to go to the Iowa game, which you felt we had won most
Right.
of the time.
Let's go Hawks.
Double
Let's
whammy.
go Hawks.
Let's go Hawks. Let's play the game show on that note. Give us a call right now.
Boy, we've been bad at the game show.
568-5 your chance to win a business box of bagels.
People from Pender.
Bagels and Joe. Today's topic is NFL player colleges. People from Pender know. Where do these players go to college at?
We need an olive branch.
You think you know your NFL player colleges? Call us right now.
I think I had a chance.
402-464.
I like people from Pender.
5685. Shut up, Sipple.
Random
starts
people from Pender.
right now.
Not even
We've all
famous
been
people.
there. You're listening to the radio, and then that rage starts to grow inside of you. It starts to consume you. It gets to a point where you just want to yell, "Shut up, Sipple!" No, sorry. I'm sorry. Well, here's your chance. It's time to shut up, Sipple. Call now to play. 464-5685. Shut up, Sipple. Brought to you by Bagels and Joe.
All right, 464-5685. Call the Dick Down Sip and Bill and Trivia. Today's topic, NFL player colleges. It's been a 1-5 run for you guys in the game show.
Yeah.
People are starting to notice too, Bill. So
14 and
It's been.
16.
I get texts.
yeah,
I
we
know.
got to lock in.
We have Chase. Chase, how do you feel about
Chase.
NFL player colleges today?
I feel pretty good. Normally, when I don't call in, I answer better, but we'll see how I go.
Now it's live. Now
Yeah,
it's
but
real.
now we're live.
Now it's live.
Bill, a lifeline
Yeah, I
for
like-
Sip. For
I
one-
liked the question yesterday about Wild Horse. I'm from Gothenburg. So great
the
question.
Berg.
It's a
Yes.
great golf course, great
Yes.
town. Chase, first question to you. What school did Rams running back Kyron Williams go to?
Notre Dame.
Is he in Notre Dame? Yes.
Brilliant!
That is correct.
Didn't know
No
1-0 lead.
Neither
Okay.
Bill nor me knew that. That's odd.
Yeah.
All right, Sip, first question down 1-0. What school did Eagles wide receiver A.J. Brown go to?
Bill, I might need you on this one. A.J.
Well,
Brown.
I have a guess, but
A.J. Brown. Hold on. Let me
I've got a guess.
give us the 5-second allotment here. A.J.
5.
Brown. A.J. Brown.
4.
A.J. Brown.
And I think I've got a shot.
3.
I'm going to let you handle this.
I'm just guessing. Is it Ole Miss?
Brilliant!
Ole Miss is
know.
correct.
No,
1-1
I wasn't even
tie.
in the
Yeah.
ballpark.
Bill has been utilized correctly. Back to you for the lead, Chase. What school did Commanders running back Brian Robinson Jr. go to?
I know that one.
This is for you, Chase.
I know it.
No Googling.
Interesting. No, is there
He's not
Googling? Is there
No
Googling?
Googling.
He's not Googling.
Chase?
I'm
Chase?
not Googling.
Okay.
I'm not Googling.
5 seconds, Chase.
Is someone in your car Googling?
Yo.
Yes.
I'm not that skilled.
Okay.
5.
I just
4.
take a guess and just say Arizona State.
You don't. You
No,
don't
no,
have
this
to-
is, I know this one.
Okay,
It's
do it.
Texas. UT. Longhorn.
That'd be Bijan Robinson. I said Brian
Exactly.
Robinson.
I'm about to say, do you know the difference between the?
Yeah.
Oh,
That'd be Alabama for Brian Robinson Jr.
Bijan.
No, Brian. Bijan went to
Yeah.
Texas. Brian Robinson
Yeah.
went to Alabama. This is now a 1-0 lead for our friend Chase. This is to
We're
tie it
still
up.
in it.
And Bill,
Yeah.
can I help you?
Okay.
What school did Chiefs running back Kareem Hunt go to?
pretty sure I got this, but I can't say anything.
Kareem Hunt. I was hoping you'd say the other running back.
I didn't, though.
Kareem
I got
Hunt.
this.
Oh, thanks. I got to get to overtime.
5.
Kareem Hunt went to UCLA.
Where'd he go, Bill?
Was he Kent State?
No, he went to right conference, Toledo.
Toledo,
the
okay.
Rockets.
Just one of the two. It's either Rockets
You're in the right
or there.
conference, though.
Yeah, I knew he was a MAC guy.
The struggle
Why would you
continues.
Brian Robinson and not Bijan Robinson? How would you miss that one?
Oh, no,
we would have been fine.
Chase, congrats. You win Bengals. Thanks for calling in and calling down the road. Nice win.
Hey, thanks. Hey, Sip. Shut up.
Yeah, thank you.
There it is. Back-to-back days.
Can we bring Ellie in? Can we have 2 lifelines?
God, we're 1-6?
1-6 the last 7.
Whoa.
A little bit of a lull.
Let's do a reset.
Is there any reason to do a reset? Is there anything coming up? Oh, Easter reset.
After 30 games. This is for Bill. Bill, tiebreaker. How many NFL players had 1,000-plus rushing yards last year?
Okay, dig in.
32 teams, right?
32 teams in the league.
17.
Ooh, I'm going to go 26.
The answer would be 16.
Okay.
16. One off for Bill. One off. Good guess, though.
Yeah, to have a 1,000-yard rusher is still a big deal.
Lamar Jackson had 1,000 yards last year, so that's why I said players and say running backs.
Got it. 14 and 17.
Thanks.
That doesn't bother me as much as 1-6. I don't know what's going on.
I read something, but you never know if it's fake news or not. It was really interesting. It was the Curb Your Enthusiasm guy.
Yeah. Larry David.
Larry David said that he called the Jets GM and told him to draft Lamar Jackson, and they laughed at him.
Was he serious?
Yeah, that's who knows if it's real.
Who knows with that guy? It's beautiful comedy.
Yeah, but it's still beautiful comedy. But that was one of the things I read yesterday, and I'm like, and the Jets laughed at him. At that. Now
Woody Johnson's having a great time with the Jets.
Is he 3-time MVP of the league?
Oh, I think 2 for sure. 3, I'm not sure.
Yeah,
he's really good though.
2
Woody
for sure.
Johnson.
Woody Johnson's had a rough go with the Jets.
Jets.
Hour 3 next on Early Break in the Ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Midwest Bank on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Constructors is now hiring for all positions, with pay starting at $23 and up based on experience. Constructors has immediate job openings for mechanics, bridge builders, operators, and drivers. Start your new career today. Constructors offers great pay, health, dental, and vision insurance, paid time off, paid holidays, and so much more. Join the crew today and be a part of Nebraska's oldest paving company dating back to 1908. For a complete list of openings and to apply online, visit constructorslincoln.com.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Psst. You know what's better than waking up early to go to the airport? Sleeping in. Lucky for you, the lines at the Lincoln Airport are so short and our service is so fast. You won't need to sacrifice precious beauty sleep to get here hours before your flight. So, go ahead. Sleep in. You deserve it. And choose the airport that helps you relax. LNK. Make flying easy.
Raising Cane's is celebrating our golden birthday year. Join the party with golden chicken fingers and a limited edition golden blush puppy that benefits local pet organizations. Get yours while supplies last. See RaisingCanes.com for details. Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love.
Ticket listeners know a dream team when they see one. At Applied Connective, we've been in the game for 20 years and have developed a team of world-class leaders in all things IT. From cybersecurity and Microsoft products to physical security, audio-video, infrastructure, business phone systems, and anything in between. We'll help you leverage technology to become your most secure, efficient, and profitable. Head to our website to check out real reviews and testimonials and sign up for a free tech consultation. We can show you where you might be vulnerable, inefficient, or overspending. It's a game changer, and it's totally free. Claim yours right now at appliedconnective.com.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait. Apply now.
I'm softball player Jordy Ball, and my schedule can get a little hectic. From softball practices to going to class, traveling for games, spending time with family, and catching up with friends, I am always on the go. I want a bank that can help me from anywhere, but also be there when I need them. That's Midwest Bank. They have the same mobile banking technology as those big banks, but have that hometown feel that I like every time I walk through the doors. They make banking easy no matter where I am. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank.
Wrestling fans, it's time to elevate your game, just like Stevens & Smith Construction does for your concrete needs. As your full-service concrete contractor, we deliver solid results every time. From singles to doubles, fighting for inside position to scrambling reversals, we know how to pin down quality and slam expectations. Stevens & Smith Construction, a proud sponsor of Takedown Tuesdays on 93.7 The Ticket, where Husker wrestlers bring you all the action. Don't stall. Stevens & Smith Construction is here to help you build a concrete foundation for the win. Check us out at www.stevensandsmith.com because stalling is a penalty and winning is the only option.
Mike, the insurance company wants us to replace the roof.
Wait, what? I thought everything was fine.
Yeah, it says right here our roof is too old and they won't be able to cover us anymore.
I guess it is 15 years old. Hi, I'm Austin with Roofing Service Company. We help homeowners with their roofing and siding projects. Financing options are available, and we can get you under a new roof no time at all. If this sounds like you, visit roofingservicecompany.com. That is roofingservicecompany.com.
Runners, are you ready? The 48th Annual Lincoln Marathon takes over the streets on Sunday, May 4th. Whether you're chasing a personal best, conquering your first race, or just in it for the bragging rights, this race is for you. Sign up for the full or half marathon today at lincolnmarathon.org, but don't wait, spots are filling fast. Join thousands of runners or line up along the course to cheer them on and make race day unforgettable. The Lincoln Marathon and Half Marathon, your finish line is waiting. Register now at lincolnmarathon.org.
Spring sports are here and it's time to upgrade your equipment. But don't go rushing to your big box store. Play It Again Sports is your place to go for all spring sports equipment for baseball, softball, golf, and disc golf. Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And don't forget, buying from them is a great way to get new products with great discounts by also bringing in your used items for store credit or cash on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
93.7 The Ticket is your home for every Kansas City Royals baseball game. Bobby Witt Jr., Salvador Perez, Vinny Pasquantino, and the rest of the Royals attempt to make the postseason for the second season in a row. And you can hear all the action on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Your home for Kansas City Royals baseball.
Wake up, Lincoln.
Good morning. Good morning.
It's great to stay up late.
It's time for Early Break, presented by Nebco. Live from Lincoln, America. Here's 93.7 The Ticket's Jake Sorensen.
I like Stone.
Husker Online, Steve Sipple.
And here comes a sandwich from God.
And longtime college football assistant coach, Bill Busch.
Hey, somebody grab me a mocha quick, would you?
This is Early Break.
Welcome back to Hour 3 on a Tuesday. Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, Bill Busch on Early Break. Hour 3 is sponsored by our friends at Nebco, now hiring at Ready Mixed Concrete. You got their job openings at nebcoinc.com. Today we will hear from John Butler after practice. We're supposed to be able to watch practice today, but that's not happening anymore, Sip.
What happens, Steve?
So John Butler will talk at 11:30 or so. John Butler's the new defensive coordinator. There'll probably be some players available. But yeah, there originally was a plan that we're able to see the first 20 minutes of practice availability, we call it. And that was scratched. And the portal opens tomorrow. I'm just theorizing that maybe
conspiracy.
You don't want a bunch of, you don't want 40 reporters over there with their rosters checking every number, that kind of thing. And then if someone's not there, assuming they're in the portal when they might be at class or they might be hurt, whatever, it is it's sticky because sometimes a player's not at practice and it has nothing to do with anything. Might have something.
That sounds like a horrific job to be sitting there with the roster trying to find out.
You see this guy?
Trying to look. Where's
92 at?
Yeah, where's 90?
It is. I usually don't engage.
Hold it. There's 327s.
Which one is it?
Which one is it?
100. See, there's problems like that. But anyway, yeah, I think there's going to be availability next week. So that's that. No biggie.
Can't watch practice.
I just want to ask Butler what happened in the scrimmage. How's the scrimmage? What did the defense look like? How you holding up? It's hard to gauge it, through words. I would pay a lot of money to see those scrimmages, but a lot of money is relative.
A lot of it.
They'll ask you how much we're talking about here.
Yeah,
a couple hundred.
Yeah,
they might take that.
I wouldn't go on. I wouldn't
financing this. Yes.
Yeah.
I'd like to pay a lot of On3's money to see this scrimmage.
I'd pay 100 out of my own pocket.
Out of your own?
Yeah, 100. I wouldn't go any further than that. But yeah, I would. I would for the knowledge.
So wait, hang on a second. You'd pay $100 to watch the scrimmage, but we have to pay you to throw a football.
Yes.
Or catch a punch.
Yes, because you're mocking me. It's a
mockery. I'm not mocking anybody.
Yes, you are.
No,
you put it on social feeding. Oh,
no. You think I would do that?
Yes.
Have I ever done something like that? I have posted pictures that were flattering. Not a video.
I know what you're up to.
He got you a trophy.
Yeah, we got you a plaque.
You got a plaque.
You have a plaque from this.
Columnist of the year.
He did. That was one of the nicest gestures anybody's ever done.
Got a plaque. Where's it at?
He got me a plaque.
Where's the plaque at?
Where's the back room of my house? But I don't display plaques.
Should be on the entryway.
Put it up.
We can frame it in here if you want to.
Get a drywall anchor and hang it up.
It was extraordinarily nice gesture.
It had a pen on it.
Yeah. I got it. I know exactly where it is.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah,
that's not lost.
Thank you.
Yeah.
If you recall, a month ago, we went through we had a list from CBS Sports that went up over the FanDuel over/under numbers for each team. We went to Nebraska's, and I'm curious about the 3I teams: Iowa, Illinois, and Indiana. I'm going to give you where their over/unders are at. We're going to discuss where they should be. Illinois is seen as a top 20 team preseason.
Yeah.
They're at 7.5, which seems low for a top 20 team, right?
Seems low because if I believe I heard this correctly, if you talked Oregon, Ohio State, Michigan, Penn State, I think they only play one of those.
Well, I'm going to get it. Okay, you keep going, and I got Illinois scheduled, but keep going.
But I think
keep going.
No, that's all I'm saying is that's like that would be the top teams probably in the Big Ten right now, right?
I saw them.
I don't know if Michigan is or not with where they're at with true freshman quarterback and those things, but their schedule's not brutal.
I saw Illinois referred to as an elite team yesterday in an article. An elite team.
Well, they returned like 18 starters. The quarterback's back. Altmaier's, this will be his third year, right?
Will Altmaier be back though, or is that at Tennessee?
Oh,
because he is being mentioned
at Tennessee.
Altmaier,
that'd be a good selection.
So they field a very good veteran team, and they got an offensive lineman back that's for the same reason that Singleton came back.
Here's the thing. Yeah, Bill, we always talk about schedules. It just feels like there's no real easy schedules anymore. So Illinois, you might say, is easier than some. It doesn't strike me as super easy. It's Western Illinois.
Yep.
It's at Duke.
Yeah.
It's
difficult.
It's Western Michigan. It's at Indiana. It's USC. It's at Purdue. It's Ohio State. It's at Washington, Rutgers, Maryland, at Wisconsin, Northwestern. It's not horrific, but that's not easy.
No, there's teams like that, but it's not a juggernaut by any stretch.
It's not.
By any,
I don't get the 7.5.
Sometimes you kind of go, oh,
no,
oh, and no,
not really.
No.
You don't.
And then also, like I said, I think they returned. I think they got 18 starters back and a quarterback back.
I can
see.
So
it is almost 8.
I could see 9-3.
Insane.
I could see 9-3.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive.
CBS puts them as losing at Indiana, home against Ohio State, and at Washington. That's it. They have 9-3.
9-3. Yeah, I could see 9-3.
In those games, they have
only one that stands out to me is Ohio State.
Yep.
The other two don't. Can they go to Washington and win?
Yes.
Absolutely they can.
Well, Indiana's,
in Indiana, can they go to Indiana and win? Absolutely they can go to Indiana and win. So
Indiana's schedule we've covered.
And Indiana, by the way, 8.5 is their number on FanDuel. 8.5. It's a playoff team last year in the first year of Google Me, Kurt Signetti.
Google Me.
8.5 is their over/under in year 2, which is.
Do you have that schedule, Steve?
Yeah, and we've covered the fact that once they get out of non-conference, it gets really tough fast. They're gonna have to weather a tough initial flurry if they're gonna have.
What's the non-con?
The non-con's nothing. It's a big nothing burger.
Yeah, but
it's Old Dominion.
Mm-hmm.
This is almost thievery. Right. Old Dominion, Kennesaw State, Indiana State. But
that's interesting. Yeah, that
should be 3-0.
Yeah.
And then it immediately gets real. Illinois in Bloomington, at Iowa, at Oregon, Michigan State. It's mainly the first three: Michigan State, UCLA, at Maryland, at Penn State, Wisconsin, at Purdue. So they just got to weather that initial flurry of the Big Ten. Illinois, at Iowa, at Oregon. I'll see how that's going to be interesting.
New quarterback. They got Mendoza in there from Cal. Like him a lot.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They got Surratt, the receiver, still there is a good receiver, but I just love to see that they're over-unders 8.5. I mean, in Indiana.
What would you do with that schedule? Are you putting it over?
9? I would probably be an under.
8?
8-4. Still a good year.
The 3 easy wins helps.
Yep.
Yeah,
that does give you. It's like, okay, we got 3 easy ones.
And if they could steal one of those first 3, steal the Illinois game at home.
That's the funny thing about Vegas. They just nail it.
I know.
It's
Well,
like,
pretty much
like 8 was 8 and a hook. It's like it's right there.
It's
right. I don't like to do that with Vegas because they get stuff wrong.
Yeah,
wildly wrong sometimes. But anyway, what was the other team?
The last one is Iowa. Their over/under is 7.5 wins. Of course, new quarterback Mark Gronowski coming from South Dakota
Have
State.
we heard a word about him in spring ball?
Not much.
I've not. I mean, to say that I've covered Iowa spring ball would be a no. But I just wonder is he the guy?
Yes. Oh, yeah, he is.
He's the guy.
No, he's 100% the guy. Brendan Sullivan, in fact, went in the transfer portal.
He did.
Because
2 days ago.
I think it's a great hit for Iowa. Someone that's played a lot of games, won a national championship at FCS, played a lot of football. Big guy, too. Not a little body.
Good. You can drive it down the field.
This is one, again, where you point out where Vegas usually is spot on where you want it to be. CBS believes, again, 7.5 number. They have them at 5 wins. They have them going well under at 5. 5 wins is the
for
belief.
Right away, I would always, no matter what.
5 and 7 is what they think.
I'm going over with the head coach.
5
over 7.5 or over 5?
Let's find 5
over
right
5.
now.
Okay, I'm saying FanDuel's number is 7.5.
Okay.
This writer who is giving his pick said that not only under but well under at 5 as his projection.
I need to hear the
7.5.
Okay, 7.5. Okay, this will be difficult.
Albany.
Okay.
Is the opener.
Okay. 1-0.
1-0 at Iowa State.
Tough one.
Yeah.
Very
Give
tough.
them a loss. 1-1.
Yep.
UMass
2-1.
at Rutgers. I'm going to give them 3-1.
Ooh, that will be a very
Slugfest.
good game. That's a slugfest. That's 17-14. See what happens.
I'm going to give them 3-1.
Okay, do it, Steve.
Indiana. Give them a loss.
3-2.
It's in Iowa City, though. Hello.
Yeah, just Google me though.
I don't know. Okay,
one.
Steve, you're making the call now. What do you got?
3-2.
3-2.
Right.
At Wisconsin. Rivalry game. Tough. I'm giving
They're
it to
doing push-ups. Wisconsin's doing push-ups.
I'm giving it to Iowa, though.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Well, Wisconsin, we've established, is not very good.
The push-ups didn't work, apparently.
4-2. Penn State.
4-3.
4-3. I guess. I mean, it's at Kinnick, but I'll say 4-3. Minnesota at Kinnick.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Probably Iowa. I still kind of think
5-3.
Iowa. Still kind of think Iowa.
Oregon Ducks in Kinnick. Wow, Kinnick. Good year. Penn State going to Kinnick. Oregon going to Kinnick.
That's some great games at home.
5-4.
Gotcha.
At USC. 5-5.
I believe I'm going to support
I hate
that.
to say it. Michigan State at Kinnick in late November. That'll be gorgeous.
Yeah, it'll be gorgeous. It will be. Another thing.
-5.
10-9, an incredible game. 10-9.
We can already see it right now.
13
we already
degrees.
know.
Yeah, 13 degrees. Is
6-5.
It'll be a pick 6 as the one touchdown of the game.
6-5. And then Black Friday at Nebraska to get to 7. Can they do it? I'm going to say no.
6-6 for the Iowa Hawkeyes this year.
6-6. Yeah, that's 6-6.
That is an incredible schedule. If I'm an Iowa, if I'm a fan, I'm liking the
They
schedule.
got Penn State and Oregon at home. That is awesome.
Yeah.
That is so
and
fun.
Indiana.
In Indiana, yeah. So
and Indiana,
Minnesota at home.
That's a
Rivalry
great home.
game.
That's a great home.
That is awesome.
Yeah. It's also like with you guys have been there a ton, and I've been lucky to be there a bunch. Also, is that it's a great stadium.
It is. It's underrated.
Underrated. One of the best stadiums I've ever been in.
God, no,
the fans are right on top of it. You walk down into it, and it's kind of like a Thunderdome.
I couldn't agree more with you on this.
It's all black, and it's like in the hospitals behind you, and it is.
They're
really,
into it.
And they're into it, and the fans, they're just relentless. They're just yelling. It's fun.
I agree with you.
It's fun.
It's a fun game.
I got barked at all game by a guy.
You did?
All game. Chirped all game.
Did he?
He was quiet when it was 10-0. I'll tell you that much. He was quiet.
He started.
And he started getting a little loud, a little obnoxious in the stands.
My wife said that whatever it was a couple years ago when we won there, that the fans were just completely obnoxious.
Oh, yeah,
and I didn't know
great.
that.
They're not
she
great.
Said it was just and just lashing out. Whatever, your season still. I mean, just they were obnoxious fans,
Yes.
and I didn't know they were that. That
No,
obnoxious.
they are. They are. But
we used to have a tailgate show in the Haymarket, and they would literally, for years, when Nebraska played Iowa here in Lincoln, fans would come by and flip us off as we're doing the pregame show.
I mean, you don't get that.
The bird. Yeah, but isn't that awesome?
It's awesome.
It is awesome.
The only team that would do that was Iowa fans. They'd walk
Didn't Colorado
by
do
and
that?
give you the bird.
Did Colorado do a little bit of that?
I didn't see a ton of that this past
Didn't you?
time.
Colorado's wicked too. They're wicked. Wicked.
Iowa, that's good at that. I'm not trying to be like Joe Cool. The reason I like the place so much is real simple. I've never lost there. I've only every time, so that helps. We went for some reason how they flipped the schedule. We went back to back at Wisconsin.
Oh, really?
And had to go to Iowa twice.
Did you really?
Imagine how upset you are.
Yeah.
You don't have to go into Iowa twice in a rivalry game.
Yeah.
It was
Back to back.
It was brutal. And like I said, we beat them in a crazy game that second year. The first game both we kind of had in hand. Second game was a rough game. We won it. Thank God we got a first down late and iced the game up, so it was good.
I hope Nebraska fans don't mind us saying that environment there's good.
No, it is because the fans are right on top of you. That's the fun part.
What other environments are good like that?
Like so the teams we said today, Illinois, no, the one end zone is like 30 yards away.
Yeah, that's not a great environment.
It's not a great. It's not.
I can't sell it.
It's not. I can't sell it at all. Not at all. Indiana, I've been there
a couple
times.
Don't try.
I can sell this.
Google me though.
Last year wasn't great.
Yeah.
We thought Bill was asking me pay close attention. What's it like? It was just okay.
It's also 11 a.m.
11 a.m. game.
Morning kickoff.
It's okay.
Full, but I think the stadium. The stadium's kind of cool. I kind of like it. But yeah. But I know this. We went there at Utah in Antoine Randall L was their quarterback, and we beat him in a crazy game. And the stadium was half full. I didn't leave there going like, this is incredible. This is Big Ten. So, but of those three of the eyes, Iowa has it.
Oh,
stadium wise,
Hondo,
not even close.
Yeah,
it's one of the best in the Big Ten.
Yeah, I don't want to even talk about the "Let's Go Hawks" chants. I do too much. It scares me. It's a scary chant.
Nightmares for you.
It's the kind of chant you hear in your sleep.
Yep.
Those people get going now. I mean, did they
get any wide receivers at all?
I mean, they had to.
The wide receiver play last year was it looked borderline horrific.
Well,
it really did.
I'd say a lot of years in the past 7, it's looked horrific at Iowa. They just don't get receivers. I mean,
the year before was the most with the 280-pound quarterback.
Deacon Hill. He went to Utah Tech after that. Utah Tech
and didn't started one game. He threw 48%.
They won 10 games with that guy quarterback who did not start at Utah Tech the next year.
Think about that.
Coaching.
It's incredible coaching. Yeah. Utah Tech.
There you go, Jake.
I'm trying to think of the. I don't see much on the receiving.
Yeah, I don't know what they got. I mean, it'll change anyway, probably. So
the same look.
I love these preseason projections of these teams. They're going to change.
Yeah.
Doesn't make sense.
There's your peek at the I teams in the Big Ten. When we come back, The NFL is getting some assistant GMs. College teams are getting assistant GM from an NFL player who's starting the trend in the NFL. That's next.
The trend.
On Early Break on the Ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Presented by Nebco on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Advanced Medical Imaging is the largest radiology group in Nebraska, located in Lincoln at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard. At Advanced Medical Imaging, they utilize state-of-the-art technology and blend it together with their compassionate, skilled team to guide you through every step. Whether it's an MRI, CT scan, or X-ray, their precise diagnostics help your doctor deliver the best care plan for you. Choose clarity and comfort in your life by choosing Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard and online at amimaging.com. At Farm Bureau Financial Services, we strive to provide you with the right coverages for all your insurance needs by taking the time to meet with you and review what coverages best fit your needs. So whether you're in the market for home, auto, farm, business, life, or a combination of any of these coverages, we can help with making sure you, your family, or your business have the right coverage based on your individual needs. If you would like to review your insurance needs, please contact Ben Spurt with Farm Bureau Financial Services at 402-217-9945 or through email at ben.spurt@fbfs.com.
Lincoln's go-to for fun isn't new. It's a place that's been a staple of the city for years and is only getting better. Matson's Bowling and Billiards always has open bowling available with no long lines, unlike other centers. They have live music almost every weekend and great food at EJ's Bar and Lounge, with seating for 150 people. They have popular meals like the EJ Burger, pizza for the whole family, and famous EJ's Wings. Contact Sarah to book a party for friends, coworkers, or family at Matson's Bowling and Billiards, just south of 48th and Holdridge.
What's going on, fans? This is Lexi Rodriguez, four-time All-American at Nebraska and now proud member of Omaha's newest professional team, Love Omaha Volleyball. League One Volleyball is bringing the heat this year. Don't miss your chance to see Olympians, national players, and national champions right here in Omaha from now through April. We can't wait to see you cheering us on in the stands. Visit lovboma.com to buy single match tickets to see me and Love Omaha Volleyball in action this season. Go Big Green!
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills Global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Tailored Landscapes is actively preparing for spring. Things like new tree orders, getting equipment ready, and training staff to serve you the best they can. If you haven't already planned, now is the perfect time to figure out a maintenance plan for your yard. Tailored Landscapes is on the brink of spring cleanups for all their existing customers, and they have limited spots available. They trim trees and shrubs when needed and only mulch proper amounts. Give Tailored Landscapes a call at 402-432-2572 to set up a meeting with one of their designers and stop by the Tailored Life store in Bennett. Unearth the secret to long-lasting tires at Tread's Central Tire Pros, a league apart in commitment, service, and expertise. This isn't just about rubber meeting the road, but trust, safety, and surety converging in perfect harmony. This is where expectations are exceeded every time. Make your appointment today at Tread Central Tire Pros, just south of Cortland on Highway 77, or visit our website to explore our services. Remember, when it comes to tires, choose Tread Central Tire Pros because we tread differently.
Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call today at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started.
I'm softball player Jordy Ball, and my schedule can get a little hectic. From softball practices to going to class, traveling for games, spending time with family, and catching up with friends, I am always on the go. I want a bank that can help me from anywhere, but also be there when I need them. That's Midwest Bank. They have the same mobile banking technology as those big banks, but have that hometown feel that I like every time I walk through the doors. They make banking easy no matter where I am. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank.
Hi, it's Joel Norman, the voice of your Lincoln Stars hockey team. Tune in to 93.7 The Ticket to hear the latest on the Stars with myself, head coach Rocky Russo, and special player guests.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize to participate in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the KNTK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeited. Thank you for participating in our contest, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
We're on the air.
Well, party's starting early today, isn't it?
To more of Early Break on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Getting to that time of the season, the year where people are starting to have some parties, pool parties, graduation parties. A way to stand out for your house would be with what, Bill, to make those parties visible to people?
Well, you want to have a lighting system. Is
That's
that
right.
correct, Jake?
I'm going with that.
What lighting system would that be?
Halo custom lights is what I'd go with.
Halo custom like that. We got home last night, which was incredible, a little bit late. So the lights were on because you have a default light. So they come on immediately at sunset every day.
Right.
Oh, wow. You can pick your default light, which you have that comes on. And then we change. We're at Easter mode right now. We're
Same
in
here.
Easter mode right now. That's been our lighting.
What's
system.
the lights then?
It's kind of a
green,
light,
white, and purple,
yellowish,
right?
green, purple. Yes, and it's just kind of a
Light
hue,
yellow.
more of a hue, and it feels very festive. And also that, and several in the neighborhood has it. So when you're driving through, it just gives you a vibe. There is a vibe about it, and it's the happiest I've ever been.
Ever?
It's the happiest I've ever been. Seeing the guy change the alternator
sounds like
and then the lighting system.
It was like a no-brainer.
Yeah.
If you want to experience that, please check out Halo CustomLighting.com. Friends of Neiman and Sons are also friends of the show. Halo CustomLighting.com. I saw something. We'll get to this NFL thing in a second in college football.
Great.
But I saw something in the Candy Bowl that I've not seen probably in 25 years.
What do we
I'm
have?
33 years old.
Candy
right now.
Bowl?
The one over here in the production room. So you have the fun dip right there. Look at this.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
Pez. There's Pez.
The old Pez
like
dispenser.
The Pez dispenser. There's Pez
Yes.
without the dispenser in the Candy Bowl over there.
What's the
You remember
Like
the
a
Pez?
little- you
You
load
click
it. You load the Pez and then you click them
They
in.
don't taste
Yeah.
good at all. I mean, they're not.
They
It's
don't.
not. It's not good. Like you wouldn't
Yeah.
want Pez candy without the dispensers. Like it's nothing.
Didn't even know.
I've never seen Pez outside of a dispenser at all. It's in our candy bowl over here.
We got new candy.
I
Interesting
looked
stuff.
through it this morning. I didn't partake, but I was looking for
It's
maybe
interesting.
a potential of a bit of honey.
Yeah.
I was hoping
That's
for a
good.
bit of honey.
Ooh.
Yeah, and there was no bit of honey, so I moved on.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I moved on.
It's always tomorrow. Never
Yes.
know.
So tomorrow.
Okay, well, we know about this trend in college basketball of getting current NBA players to be assistant GMs. Trae Young at Oklahoma, Steph Curry at Davidson. The trend has now reached college football. Max Crosby of the Raiders is going to be an assistant GM at Eastern Michigan, where he went to school.
Makes sense, right, Bill?
Makes sense. I don't know how much impact a player will have at Eastern Michigan. I love the fact that he's trying to help and give back. I don't know how much, because the big part that they can partake in is brand development and then also recruiting. They can be like, hey, we can get on a Zoom call and I can talk to, okay, I guess it's still a plus, but I don't know if all of a sudden, Eastern Michigan is going to beat out Michigan State on a kid because of that. But there's a lot of plus side to it. First of all, there's no negative.
No.
Why wouldn't you? And so I think that is it's very cool. It's very cool that people are doing
this is what he's going to do per Eastern Michigan. He's going to evaluate high school and transfer portal prospects and help manage the team's NIL and NIL revenue share budget. He'll also be the special assistant to the AD on fundraising, alumni relations, and student athlete support.
It's a job.
Max Crosby.
Does he have time for
still
all
defensive end for the Raiders, by the way.
He has time to evaluate?
It'd be hard because like when the first portal opens up right there, the season's still going. So it'd be kind of hard like that. Hey, I'm gonna watch some stuff on the left tackle here from the Bills.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna try to see if I can watch some high school guys.
Yeah.
To see where that's at.
You're curious how he's doing in life. He's doing well. This offseason, he signed a 3-year, $106.5 million extension that $35.5 million per year. Highest paid non-quarterback in the NFL at the time.
I'm surprised at those duties. It's like a job.
It's a lot. He's making $35.5 mil per year. Doing well. Also, I'm going to evaluate high school talent for Eastern Michigan, though, and help with the
timing's
revenue.
hard. The timing's hard when the windows come open and things happen. When that goes on. Now, the portal right now, he would have some time. I mean, he's still doing his regime. He's still working out. He still has everything he's doing to prepare for OTAs coming up and all those things. But he would have a chance if they said, "Hey, take a look at 3 or 4 guys here."
God,
what do you think?
It's just a love for your alma mater to do that.
But in those duties, that's why we've said before that if we look at Nebraska doing this, it'd make more sense for a non-active player to do that. Not someone that's not playing in the NFL. It might take some time there.
Oh yes,
this isn't just, hey, I'm going to do this on the side. No, that is detailed stuff.
The list, and I don't know if they have to have it listed that specifically, but that list is long.
Yeah. It sounds like a full-time job.
Yeah, it sounds like a lot,
but it won't be a full-time.
I'd like to know, if you are the AD, how much do you actually expect out of Max Crosby? Yeah, he's this entitled, he's got these duties, but how much are you actually expecting him to be involved in and communicating you on a daily basis or weekly basis?
Depends on the
especially
time of year.
during football season. Right now, not football season, but
and if you were his coach with his NFL team,
which is Pete Carroll, Raiders,
would you be concerned? Like, what? Now wait a second. How often are you doing this? I mean, how much does this cut into your real job, which is
why is the athletic director from Eastern Michigan in the Raiders complex?
We have a meeting set up.
We have a meeting set up.
12:30 meeting. Is Mr. Crosby in today?
Oh, but and you think you're of the mind that there'll be more of these sorts of things.
There'll be more
coming down the pike.
Yeah, there'll be more. There will be. I don't know if it's going to go like out of control, but first of all, it's just the face of anything. He's the most he's the most famous player to ever play at Eastern Michigan.
They got a score there,
and so
it's a major score.
So he's, like I said, he's one of the highest paid players. Is he the highest paid non-quarterback currently?
That's right.
So that's really high.
Yeah,
that's really, really high.
My question would be, is any of this going to make a difference at all? Is it just, hey, this is a story to get us in the news, or are these players actually going to be beneficial when all is said and done in these new roles with these programs? Or is it just a way to make a splash and say, hey, Max Crosby's in the news helping out Eastern Michigan?
Talk to me in 3 years.
Yeah.
You can't do it. I don't know right now.
I can't tell you that Steph Curry is going to change Davidson basketball. I really can't say that. But I know this. There's no reason not to say have him. There's zero reason to say just don't do that. That's going to be a mess. Don't touch this.
No, the good news is it is quantifiable too. You can look at it in 4 years and see, hey, was there an impact or not?
Yeah. If all of a sudden Eastern Michigan, wins the MAC, a couple of years in a row or whatever, got success going to bowl games, you have to go say, well, this must have a success to it. Have a certain thing. So, and again, the first part, the part that is the most sense, as everybody knows, they're working for free. And so this
doesn't need money. He's getting $35.5 million per year.
This isn't a paid position. They probably have to actually pay him a certain amount to be on this position. So he'll just probably take the money and then just gift it back. He's not going to be like going, hey, where's that Should there not have been a check for $1,000 coming in from Eastern Michigan?
Something here.
Honey, could you please check online banking? I've not got my Eastern Michigan check. I don't think so. Well, we got this other check for $19 million. I know. I saw that one. Where's the one from Eastern Michigan?
Where's the 1K?
Yeah,
where's the 1,000 at?
Where's that one at? Because I'd like to know, because we want to go on a fishing trip, and I could like to use it for that. Thinking about investing it.
We've mentioned the names for Nebraska, and Dominican Sue, Will Compton were the ones we thought were maybe Eric Crouch, possibly. You mentioned Sip. Heavy says when Levante David retires, he would be a great assistant GM if he wants to do that.
Levante David is a great name. Like I said, I don't know him like you do personally, Sip, but just career-wise, what he's done.
He has a big enough name.
Big enough name. I in my opinion, it's a huge name for us because we all know where he played, and then also his success and then length of career. What's he been? Is it 10 years?
It's more than that. Yes, like almost 14, right?
Yeah, 13 or 14.
Oh, I mean, that's bizarre numbers.
Yeah.
That's bizarre numbers.
Yeah, this is going to be his 14th year with the Tampa Bay Bucks the entire time.
I think would Barrett have 7 to 8?
Yeah.
Something like that. Twice Barrett Ruud was the second leading tackler in the NFL. That's how good he was. And he told me that his body at the end of year 7, he said, he goes, I don't even know. He was with the Saints. He was just like, Bill, my body was ravaged.
I don't know how he did it.
Yeah. And it was just, it's from shoulders to, you name it, every joint, nothing's working right. So to have your joints working at year 14 and playing it and starting,
Blessed.
I mean, that's just,
he's 35 years old.
Wow.
At linebacker.
35. 35, Levante David.
Wow. Oh, God, that makes me feel old. He's 35?
He's 35. Yeah. Oh, by the way, in his career, first team All-Pro one time in 2013, twice a second team All-Pro in 2016 and 2020, and only a Pro Bowler one time, though.
That's
2015.
It's odd.
It's kind of, yeah. To have that length of career, usually you've had a couple, All-Pro. But
he is
just remember how hard it is now to be All-Pro. First team. That's really hard. It's ridiculously hard. But if someone said, would you rather have been All-Pro for 3 years, but I only played 6 of them? No, you want that 14 number.
14.
You want that number because that just says, dude.
Oh God.
Right away, it's like, whoa, 14 years, and then just so you know, financially, that is a nice setup for you.
Because they're in that, this, it almost goes without saying, but not quite. There are people coming for your job every single day.
Yes.
I mean, it's not.
He's 35.
Oh, he's got a spot. No,
no.
It's not that.
No,
you don't have
never.
That. Yeah.
No. Everybody wants somebody to play for a less amount.
Right.
That's what they want the most. Let's get somebody to play for a lesser amount.
You're always nervous.
The spillover is next on Early Break in the Ticket.
The Spill.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Presented by Nebco on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Garage doors can break down or quit working at the worst times. At Doors Plus, they understand that a broken garage door sometimes means repair and not replace. Sometimes, all you need to make your door like new again is a few bolts, a realignment, or even a new balance. Trust the pros at Doors Plus to handle your garage door repair the right way so you can get on with your busy schedule. Visit them online at DoorsPlusLLC.com or give them a call today at 402-590-5800. Doors Plus. Garage doors and more.
Hey farmers, if you don't already, you need to get to know the guys at Buick Farm Outfitters. If you're ready to turn your sprayer into a money-saving smart machine, they can hook you up. If you just want to get your chemicals from some good guys that care about your operations goals, they want to chat. They work with progressive growers all over eastern Nebraska to assist with equipment upgrades and input options. Buick Farm Outfitters is equipping the modern farmer. Check them out at Buick, BOECK, farmoutfitters.com.
This is Monster Jam. Witness big air, two-wheel skills, backflips, and all-out racing. It's the only place to see the world's best drivers tear up the dirt in your favorite Monster Jam trucks, like Gravedigger, El Toro Loco, Megalodon, and more. It's big-time fun for the whole family. Monster Jam, as big as it gets. Coming to Pinnacle Bank Arena this Friday and Saturday. Brought to you by BKT Tires. Tickets on sale now at monsterjam.com.
At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just their professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at pahlincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, their passion for happier, healthier, furry friends.
Join Nebraska softball for another action-packed weekend on April 18th and 19th as they face Indiana at Bowlin Stadium. The top 25 ranked Huskers are hot and ready to show off their dominance in the Big Ten during this two-game series. Plus, Saturday is Kids Day. There will be family activities throughout the game and an egg hunt with the team after the final out. You won't want to miss this weekend at the ballpark, April 18th and 19th. For event and ticket information, head to huskers.com/tickets. Go Big Red.
This is Bill Mitchner, Executive Director of Lincoln Lighthouse. Did you know Lighthouse provides multiple programs for students such as one-on-one tutoring and mentoring, as well as pro-social skill exercises, while providing them a nourishing meal and a safe space during all months of the year, even during school breaks? Learn more or contribute to Lighthouse at lincolnlighthouse.org today.
Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits is your place in North Lincoln to go for all your needs in wine, spirits, and beer. They also have a large variety of cigars in their walk-in humidor, and they have a top-notch walk-in, temperature-controlled high-end wine room. Plus, you can enjoy free samples from their tasting bar. There's only one place to go for all your needs for spirits and cigars. That's Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits on North 27th Street in Lincoln.
Rain, snow, or shine, John Henry's is here to keep your home's plumbing systems working properly no matter what kind of weather Nebraska throws at us. From unclogging toilets and drains to installing new water heaters and water treatment systems, John Henry's is your plumbing expert in the Lincoln and Omaha communities. Visit us at calljh.com or call John Henry's.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, Heating and Air.
And electrical.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL Weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
The Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see lots of sunshine with light winds. The afternoon high around 67. Tonight, mainly clear skies and light winds, low near 45. Then tomorrow, we'll see mainly sunny skies. It'll be breezy and warm with the high near 82. I'm meteorologist Kyle Flecker for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Have you been injured in an accident and don't know where to turn? You need an attorney you can trust to handle your case with professionalism and compassion. The attorneys at Liberty Law Group understand that a call to an attorney is a call for help. If you've been injured, we want to help you. Liberty Law's experienced attorneys are committed to the pursuit of justice for those injured. Call Liberty Law and find out how we can help you get the compensation you deserve. Call 877-42-LIBERTY. Call the trial attorneys you can trust. 877-42-LIBERTY.
Hey, I like your new car.
Thanks.
Could you stop at this coffee shop? I need a cup of joe.
Press that little red button.
Hey, an entire coffee machine just came out of your dashboard.
Yep.
More things should be built in, like the multiplier in Mega Millions from your Nebraska lottery. It's one of the new enhancements to the game, along with bigger jackpots and better odds.
Oh, that coffee is a little strong.
Press the blue button.
What's that?
Cream dispenser.
$5 Mega Millions top prize odds, 1 in 290 million.
We're on the air.
Back
Well, party's starting early today, isn't it?
to more of Early Break on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
The Spillover is sponsored by our friends at Raising Cane's. No Easter basket is complete without a Raising Cane's gift card. Hop on into your local Raising Cane's to purchase in restaurant or go to RaisingCane'sGear.com to purchase an e-gift card that will be sent digitally minutes after you purchase. However you gift card, Raising Cane's has you covered. Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love. Sip, a reminder today for those who missed earlier, what's happening after, who's talking today after practice?
11:30, John Butler, the new Nebraska defensive coordinator, with some, I imagine, some players. Don't know who the players are. So that'll be the gist of the coverage. We'll see.
Do you have a set spot where you sit at when you kind of like, hey, this is kind of my spot?
I don't like to say that.
Why not?
Because
you do.
You do,
Yeah.
but it's not.
Unspoken stuff.
If someone sits there, it doesn't bother me.
Yeah, you don't look at like, hey,
No.
that's kind of where I'm at. But
No,
everyone,
I'm not that guy.
But everyone knows, hey, this is where Mitch
No,
Sherman sits. This is where
Not-
Sean
yeah,
sits.
kind
this
of,
is
yeah,
Robin's seat there.
Yeah.
I hate to admit that
Yeah.
you're right, but yeah, you're right. I don't like that. Shouldn't be that way. It wasn't like that. It's more like that now because it's like a classroom setting.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. You have a seat.
Yeah. Now, when you were there and Frosty was there, it wasn't as defined because you're up on the 6th floor of Memorial Stadium and they just had chairs out. They weren't desk. See, you're in a desk. It's really a good setup now. It's like they've upgraded. They moved the press area. It's April, so we can talk about this stuff. It's April 15th, by the way. They moved it down to the Hawks Championship Center, so there's a media room, and it's nice. Keith Mann, thank you. Shout out to Keith Mann. It is super nice. So you have a desk that faces a podium, and then if you want to go back and write, there's another desk area in the back. So I just hustle from the podium to the back and write, and it's a good deal.
What are you curious to hear about from John Butler?
How
today?
the scrimmage went. Mainly just that. How you just try to get a gauge on how spring is going. What this week is about.
Find out about youth. Who is a name we don't know? Give us a name.
Who's rising?
Who's rising? Who's someone like that? That's like, okay, maybe I'll give you a couple names. Here's a couple guys that have stood out that maybe aren't household names.
Hey, I'll tell you something though, Bill. His last podium appearance was largely defined by his unwillingness to give up names. He didn't want to really get there.
That's fair. That's fair.
Some coaches like Holgerson's a little more apt. Dana is a little more apt to do that. We'll see. Maybe today there'll be something like that.
I'm also curious before we get out
What
of
are
here.
you curious
I'm
about?
curious because Alex, big Magic fan. NBA playoffs tonight.
Alex,
they start.
This is the
Sims, my grandson.
Yep.
The play-in game is tonight. You guys are not interested in the NBA.
No, but there's two games.
In
The
our
playoffs
family,
have
this is
begun.
big. It's playoff time.
Is it a nervous day?
So
Are you nervous
it's
today?
one game.
I don't even know how it works.
Or is it 3-game series?
No, it's odd. It's odd. Orlando plays Atlanta.
Yes.
And Alex is hoping they lose because they're not out of the playoffs. If they lose, they would just have a different opponent. If they win, they play the Celtics in a first round series. They have no shot. If they lose, I think
play the Cavs.
They play the Cavs and they'd have a shot. So it's kind of weird, right? It's a play. It's a play.
But the thing is, if they lose, they have to beat the winner of the Bulls Heat.
True.
To even get the 8 seed.
Right. That's true. That's
So
true.
they're not guaranteed to win that game.
Isn't that weird? The playoffs are odd.
The winner tonight is guaranteed the 7th spot. The loser will play whoever wins the Bulls Heat game to be the 8th seed. That's how we'll go. And
Good
those
job,
teams,
Jake.
those teams play tomorrow. Bulls
Very
and Heat.
impressed that you know that.
I'm a Heat fan, very casual, and they had a horrendous season. They were the 10th seed, horrible.
I know
So
you
there you
guys
go.
don't like the NBA, and that's fine.
But the playoffs have begun.
Yeah, and I love playoff time. I
I
love.
used to watch so much NBA playoffs during spring recruiting. You'd be
Did
on
you
the
really?
road.
Did you really?
Yeah, if you get back to your hotel and late, and then you'd be on TNT, and then all of a sudden you'd be watching back in the day it'd be Portland Lakers or the Kings, whoever
100.
playing, and it'd be like, yeah, the game wouldn't even start till like 9:30, and so you'd be doing
Settle in.
You'd be writing, whatever you're just arrange your day. Then you always watched NBA playoff. It was great.
What was
Still
that?
do that.
Yeah,
Better
better times.
Better time.
On that note, we're out of here. The drive is next. We will see you guys tomorrow.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Presented by Nepco on 93.7 The Ticket and theticket.fm.